I would fucking kill you if you did that.
I'm gonna try hard not to.
Don't you fucking dare do
He's
that.
already thinking about it.
God damn it,
Not
TJ.
on purpose.
It looks gonna be a funny gag though.
Yeah.
When he eventually does it.
Yeah.
Dude, I forgot Joe Rogan had Fear Factor.
Yeah.
Shit.
They made him wear long sleeves on all of his podcasts because he was like tatted up and everything. Dude, just smell that. It smells like beer.
Yeah, no, I've tried this before. We were trying it with Nate. It smells exactly like a Heineken. Oh, is this yours?
I mean, no, I didn't know if you wanted to drink it warm.
No, I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
it's already
you
open.
just want to eat the mic? We're on now too.
Oh,
yeah,
shit, I would've been
turned
eating
us
the
on.
mic all
yeah,
along.
sorry. I didn't mean to. I just dove into it because I wanted to start the podcast off with me saying to TJ, I would fucking kill you. no one knew
Good intro.
exactly what we were talking about.
But you're gonna find out later when TJ pulls that really funny fucking joke.
Yeah, when he pulls down the
Please,
fucking. Yeah, so we got TJ Swanson, a foreigner to the Charleston lands, and two homegrowns, Will Millerson across from me, and myself, Austin Hughes, and we're here with another Pineapple Podcast. TJ's fucking tempting the shit out of us.
Yes, and over here with this
Wanna
delicious
sip?
looking beers.
No, I don't want to
Wanna
sip.
Don't even want to sip.
Alright.
But I will say that I never understood non-alcoholic beers at all. Like even a little bit. I was like, if you're not gonna drink, just don't drink. But now
Yeah.
that like I've been a week without booze and like I have these beers, I'm like, I'll kill just to have like it, like
The
just the fucking yeah.
Oh,
Like
you
it,
like them now?
it's like yeah, like
It tastes
it's
just like
enjoyable.
beer.
I don't even really
It tastes like
regular
beer.
Heineken that
You know, it
much,
has like
so.
the oral fixation of it. You know.
I mean, if there was a non-alcoholic, like 0%, fucking Pabst, I would take it over Heineken.
Yeah.
But
Definitely.
everything else is like, well, no, what was it? Nate told me about something. It was like something,
Beck's.
Beck's. That's
Yeah.
what it was. Yeah, apparently that's 0%.
Yeah, that's
But-
like the only thing that they make. I'm pretty sure is
Yeah.
non-alcoholic.
But O'Doul's has like it's like
That's when we
0.5.
saw it work, right?
Yeah, that's like 0.5. But this
Oh, that
is
actually has alcohol in it?
yeah. You got an ID.
I wouldn't.
Well,
You got
this
a
one-
fucking ID for that. You can actually lose your fucking serve safe if you don't ID somebody for O'Doul's. I've heard fucking horror stories of that shit. Fucking people coming into.
But like, if y'all drink that on y'all's like month-long thing right now, I wouldn't really count that as like.
O'Doul's?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know. Like, I went into Harry Cedar and I was looking for these one night and I passed them and missed them, but I saw the O'Doul's and it was kind of like one of those like gray line things where I was like, I want a non-alcoholic beer. I came here for this, but I don't know. Like, I was just like, I couldn't do it. I couldn't go with like a clear conscience saying I did not have alcohol if I did have a little bit of alcohol, even though it wouldn't have got me drunk. I know. I'm
Oh
just
no,
saying
but
that's-
awesome. I'm sorry to tell you, but these I've looked it up before, and these also have 0.05. You can't make a
What?
completely 100% non-alcoholic beer.
So we've broken our.
It's
Dude,
not. I mean,
let's
it's,
go get some tequila.
Dude, it's like
Yeah.
like drinking. It's like there's more alcohol in kombucha than this. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like it's not.
okay.
It's you would have to. I remember. You remember that stupid ass show? And it wasn't a stupid ass show. It was actually pretty badass on Spike, like the Mansers show. Did you guys ever watch that?
Mm-mm.
Well, they had an episode about near beers, and they did the math or whatever, and you'd have to drink like 50 in like 30 minutes to feel even like a slight buzz of like a single beer. So,
Yeah.
you know, it's like, I don't count this. I think
Yeah.
we're fine.
Well, I guess that's true. Because I mean, even like the really low percentage beers are still 4 to 6 times this, because they would be like 2 and 3%.
And this is 0.05, so this is like,
0.05?
yeah, it's like.
Oh, I thought it was just 0.5.
No. Point. That's why it's that's why they can call it 0.0, because it's technically
Oh.
0.05.
Whoa.
They just don't tell you about the 5 at the end.
Mm.
So that's hard.
So it's like, yeah, it's
That's
like
nothing.
this one's
then,
even.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I said, even less than kombucha. I think we're all right.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, shit. I thought I was about to go on a drunken binge tonight, not show up to work tomorrow.
He chops a pineapple in half. There's a fucking bottle of tequila in there. He just rips it out. There's just booze stashed everywhere around here.
It's like, finally. I'm like unscrewing the vents, like just alcohol
Yeah.
unbottled is just
Yeah.
pouring out.
I said, why didn't you just keep it in the fucking freezer? Like, nobody here was gonna. I don't understand.
I don't know. Being sober and pull out 3 cigarettes, light them all.
Where were you keeping those?
in my asshole. Gosh.
Shit.
Shit, man, dude, we got a fucking exciting week. Will, you're gonna start your movie thing.
Yeah,
on Sunday,
man.
What
which
is that?
do you
It's
want to explain it? Do you
Yeah,
have like
sure.
a finalized? Because we explained it on the infamous podcast where Will and me did 3 hours. My probably last big alcohol binge, like of shot taking and everything.
Yeah.
And
bunch of shots.
and we forgot to turn the mic on. So
So it's the
Didn't
great
catch that
long
one.
lost episode of Pineapple Podcast.
you didn't catch that one?
Yeah, I didn't.
Okay, well, dang.
Only the real viewers will know about
Yeah.
that episode. You had to be outside fucking and listening in
Yeah.
from an FBI van. But yeah, the podcast that I'm going to be starting this week is I'm decided to call it Subtitled. And it's going to be featuring me as the host. And the basic premise of it, which I'm going to explain in the first episode so everybody's very clear, I'm going to have 4 different categories of movies that I'm going to be rotating through. I added a category.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very important, the last one. So I'm basically just going to be, ranting my face off about some of my favorite movies. And the 4 categories I have are just straight classic movies that are generally regarded. I'm not going to like shoehorn in one of my personal favorites and call it a classic. You know, like these are The Godfather, The Shining, Casablanca, things like that. You don't like Casablanca? Oh man, I'm going to have you on it.
Titanic or something.
Oh, fuck that.
What's Casablanca?
It's just classic movie from the 1950s, which we actually talked about it on the Long Lost podcast briefly. I think I was like going off on
I
some
thought
kind
you
of
said
rant
that was the one that you
comparison.
didn't like.
No,
Oh,
Have
okay.
you seen
I don't know which one I don't
Casa
like.
Bonita episode of South Park? Same premise.
Oh,
But yeah,
okay.
Just go watch that one.
But yeah, it's like this movie that's kind of infamous for being like one of the first sort of cult movies, and it's heavily.
Gone with the Wind. That was the one you said you didn't like. That was a classic. Sorry. Didn't mean to-
Yeah.
That was the one you said.
It's one of the great racist movies.
Is it really?
I mean, old time. Anyway, we're not going to get into that. But, I mean, a lot of old movies are, like, racist in their own kind of special way. But
Yeah.
anyway, Casablanca, it's, like, kind of this fragmented sort of movie that doesn't really make a lot of sense because of just they sort of were making up the script as they went along, and the actors were improvising a lot, and it's this movie that like is kind of all this chaos, but it brings together all these different qualities, all these different iconic moments from other movies. I read this really fascinating essay about it and about cult movies in general and why they gain the status as that as opposed to other movies that don't become cult movies. It's because they can be fragmented into favorite sections that people repeat the lines and phrases, and they're iconic in their own way. So Casablanca is basically kind of a slideshow of iconic moments from other movies of the time, but kind of putting it into this way that shouldn't really work, but it does in this kind of grand, kind of fucking over-the-top, ridiculous movie that's really beautiful. I enjoyed it anyway.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Watch it now.
that's the
Yeah.
first.
I
That's
like
the first
Step
category.
Brothers. That's a good movie too.
We'll cover. It is a good movie. That's a really good movie.
that was my like. Hey, you're talking about all these classics. I'm like, I like the part where he puts his balls on the drums.
Well,
That's my favorite part.
that's gonna. Well, okay. The second category that leads well into that one is movies that primarily the show is just gonna be me kind of talking my face off, but I want to have guests on. So
Yeah.
for those episodes, I'm gonna get the guests to choose a movie of whatever they want. For whatever reason, I mean, generally, I want it to be a movie that you like to some
Yeah.
degree or can talk about. I don't know why anybody would choose a movie otherwise, but
Yeah.
and kind of to get your take on it, why you enjoy it, and kind of let the other person sort of take the lead on it and
Do
have
you
a
have
discussion.
a guest for the first one?
No,
are you doing that one
that one's
solo?
gonna be
That
solo.
one's
That
gonna
one's gonna
solo.
be The Shining.
Okay.
That I watched over the weekend. It's one of my
Sweet.
favorite fucking movies ever.
Nice.
Total classic. Stanley Kubrick, Jack Nicholson. Oh boy, we're in for a treat, baby. Oh man, it includes moon landing conspiracies. Fucking. Oh man, I can't wait to talk about it.
Oh, yeah.
But. So that's going to be the second category is sort of guest favorites and whatever they want to talk about, because I want this to be, a conversation, not just
Yeah.
me fucking talking to myself. The third category is going to be like movies that are so bad that they're good, like shitty, what I call shitty brilliant movies that for whatever reason.
What's the category for this? Or like, what's an example for this?
Like The Room. Like, have you ever seen that?
Yes.
That's widely considered one of the greatest shitty movies of all time, which I'm sure will be like the first one I'm going to cover.
My roommates watch that one a lot. They like that one.
Dude, it's
didn't James Franco do like a remake of it or something like that?
It's like a kind of a behind the scenes sort of how it was made, like a movie about the making of the movie.
You can back it like
So far.
I always tell people hold it right here.
Hold it right there.
Well, hold it like right here, like pinch it right here, and you can just move it wherever you want. That's the control spot. But you just kind of want to hang it like. You had it like down here, and you were just talking. Sorry, I want you to be heard. I want you to be heard.
People need to hear your voice, TJ.
Yeah,
they need to hear your words.
Like, that's a good spot. You just kind of like every time you talk to Will, you don't want to like lean into Will. You want to like be like, "Hey, Will, I'm over here." Oh, that was probably really loud. Sorry, keep going.
But like The Room, Jim Cotta is another classic. We'll watch it together then, TJ. Sharknado. Have you guys seen that one? That's a fucking awesome one. I mean, as they go, they sort of lean more and more into the shittiness and make it even more over the top. But the first one is like, you really can't tell whether or not they were trying to make a good movie, and all the actors are just terrible, and the director is delusional. So it's kind of striking that perfect balance between, because if you purposely try and make an over-the-top campy movie, it's not gonna be as brilliant as something as like The Room, that Tommy Wiseau was honestly trying to make a fucking classic movie in the traditional sense of the word, and he ended up making a classic movie in the fucking shitty way that everybody kind of makes fun of him, and now he sort of leans into that, but he's never gonna be able to really truly reclaim it, And then the third category is going to be movies that are currently out in theaters now. So it's not just me kind of parroting things that other critics have said. You can kind of get a fresher take and a fresher, So I'm not just stealing other scholars and critics and analysis. I'm sort of, first eyes, first look, and being able to talk about those movies. Oh. And we want like current movies. We don't want to just be talking about all old movies,
I don't think that I've been to see a movie in a movie theater in like almost 2 years now.
Oh man, Teach, we gotta go. I want to watch movies with you, man.
Yeah, I haven't seen. I don't think I've seen a movie in movie theaters since Age of Ultron, the Avengers 2.
Really?
Yeah, I think that was the last one I saw. I know it was like an Avengers movie. I think that was it.
Is that the newest one?
That's the second one. The newest one's the Infinity Wars.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's been a while.
I think that one's on Netflix now too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They're pretty good about getting those on Netflix fairly quick, especially when another one's about to release, so you can get like caught up. At least that's what I think.
Yeah.
My theory
Is
would be.
another one releasing soon?
In April, I believe.
Yeah, Infinity Wars 2.
It's like the second half of it.
You've also got you got Infinity Wars 2, and you've got Captain Marvel coming out too. And I think there's one other one. Oh yeah, the second Spider-Man.
Oh yeah.
Coming out too.
Are they doing like another Black Panther or?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
They are
super successful.
Yeah,
Really?
they're making a second one.
Oh, I
for
didn't
sure,
know. How
dude.
much
It
money
got
did they
nominated
get
for
for
an
it?
Oscar. Yeah, it's like it broke all these fucking records and shit. They
What?
they have to make another one.
Do you kind of think it was because of the soundtrack?
No.
Really? You don't?
What do you mean?
The soundtrack almost got nominated for album of the year.
Yeah, no, is it an awesome? I don't know what you were trying to ask.
I was
I'm
just
a little
saying, do you
confused on
think
the
it's
question.
kind of because of the soundtrack? Like,
I-
Kendrick Lamar doing his job. It's a great movie. He's just out
It
here
definitely
rapping.
contributed to
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah,
I was
like
just- I was-
absolutely. You're just trying to pump Kendrick. You're just trying to.
Yeah, I mean, am I mad that the Black Panther soundtrack lost a Grammy Award to Cardi B? It's almost as if
Oh boy.
it's
Go ahead.
2013.
I knew it.
And some white piece of shit asshole fuck face.
Hey, well now Macklemore and Ryan Lewis are friends of the show.
I don't know. I don't have anybody. I don't know who exactly this is. It's as if it's 2013.
Oh, okay.
And two white pieces of shit ass fucks who don't know how to make a hip hop track take away from one of the greatest albums of hip hop from our time, and then we've got some. I'm gonna stop. I'm pissed.
So that was just a hypothetical. That wasn't like that was as if
it's
that
as
happened.
if that happened. And then that fucking cunt apologizes hypothetically.
You're not a Macklemore and Ryan Lewis fan?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just talking hypotheticals.
TJ like pulls his sleeve down to hide like the
M and R.
M and signed RL tattoo.
Nah, I never liked that dude.
Well, like, where is he? He won a fucking Grammy and he can't make another album? Not even another Grammy award-winning album. He can't make another album?
Right.
And we gave that to him?
Yeah.
What fucking song are we still listening to from there? Thrift Shop? Bullshit. That was the only song people were listening to, and no one listens to it anymore.
Yeah. It was kind of gimmicky of the time.
Do people listen to Money Trees? Do people listen to Poetic Justice? Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe? Backstreet Freestyle?
People like fucking are writing scholarly essays about those fucking tracks to this day, let alone still listening to it, you know.
Sorry.
No, I share your anger.
This is the stuff that makes my hair fall out. Like, I sit awake at night and just curse his name. Sorry. So fourth category? What are we talking about?
I think I already gave out all 4 categories. It's going to be just a quick rundown. Classic movies, current movies, shitty brilliant movies, and guest choice.
Guest choice. Okay, cool. Go. Okay.
Yeah. So both of you guys, I would officially like to invite you guys to be guests at some point.
I can't do it. I'm really busy.
Yeah, you're busy just on all the days.
Yeah, I've got this podcast I do. It's just taking up all my time.
Oh, sorry,
Can't
man.
tell you.
Yeah.
I got to do one tonight with some assholes. Like, it sucks, dude. I would if I could. It's a joke. I'm talking about you guys. Yeah. TJ, do you want to talk about the podcast you're starting on Pineapple Entertainment?
Sure.
Okay.
No, I can't even like start to think of something.
Man, you fucking.
We can do like sports or something, I guess.
Yeah, I was trying to get Janie to do that, but
we can talk some NC State football.
Yeah, fuck you. I don't even. Dude, we need a sports. Do you think you could do sports? Are you in it enough? You and Nate doing sports.
Do fantasy sports for sure.
Yeah.
He's way better at that than I am.
Yeah, but you need like somebody to, it'd be like you got the straight man, which is Nate, and then you got the jokester, playing the jokes.
Yeah, and you got to have the.
Yeah. What?
I said I'm straight too.
Wait. What? I'm very confused now. We need to get to the bottom of this. And no homo.
But you're straight, but you get pegged in the butt? Like, is that still a straight activity or what? Can you break that down for us, TJ? I have a lot of questions about anal.
I don't want to bring any of that up right now.
I actually had this video I kind of wanted to show TJ just to see if this is something he had seen before. Found this on the interwebs.
Most things you send me I've never seen before because they're just weird and crazy.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's what I'm going for with this one as well.
While Austin's pulling that up, TJ, never mind, it's right. It's always great getting to be able to catch up with you.
What is this?
I'm just wondering if you've seen this before. Will, you ever tried these out?
I have not, but I did buy one for TJ for his birthday. No, I bought one for McClellan.
I think you just ordered these online.
Pharmacy.
McClellan was saying that y'all's old one, she just like has been really wearing out on your asshole, and she needed like some replacement parts. So I thought that'd be like
I
nice
buy used and repair them if you want. I mean, I don't resell them, but like
they're refurbished.
Yeah,
they're
I'll take it. Like if you guys are gonna throw that out.
Cool.
Yeah, it just really shows you how to.
What was that part?
It's the vacuum powder.
Oh, nice.
What does that do?
I can just read the signs, TJ. I don't have all the answers, man.
Also, can we talk about? Come on, really? kind of small, right?
so
You know what I'm talking
It's
about?
also an extremely ripply dick.
Yeah. And also, oh, man.
There are too many-
Yeah, there we go. All right.
All right, talking about unrealistic expectations for women. What about?
There we fucking go.
Good. Yes, I need to see
Yeah. How is this used?
how dicks work.
That's
An O-ring?
yeah.
I'm not ready for this.
This is solid.
What is that for?
I don't know.
This is a very sexual tutorial.
Fullback. In case you, I feel like there's a lot of options that aren't really necessary. Like how long are you going with these things? You know what I'm saying? Like
I mean,
that was just like bare bones.
when you get home from work, do you want to have to switch out of your work briefs and put on your getting freaky briefs? No, you want to have a comfortable pair
Panty
of
harness.
casual workplace attire, to be
Yeah.
able to wear, but also get freaky in after
Yeah.
work,
It's just, I mean, it's something that I'm really interested in. I'm thinking about getting some. I don't know.
Can you make that a requirement for the kitchen?
Everybody's got one. They've just got this like little bulge, like at the front. Like they're not even doing the attachment. It's just like this little peg, like fucking at the front.
But we don't tell anybody. We just wait for it to become an issue, and we have to have a conversation about it. Like all the kitchen guys have small boners all the time.
Yeah.
Really love my job, man. Just really love my job.
Hard at work over here.
Yeah, hard at work.
Actually, I've got one other video. I found this one last night. It's I mean, it's just kind of, I mean, it's pretty small. Like, there's not a lot of people who've seen this one. But it's in Spanish, so I hope y'all can follow it.
I know.
Teenage pregnancy, always funny.
Yeah.
Hiding it, smart.
Hadley, ¿por qué eres muy gorda?
Porque tengo hambre.
Hace 8 meses que salimos. Yo necesito conocer mi familia.
Yo sé, pero estoy nerviosa.
Está bien.
I'm gonna be honest.
Yo sé, no estaba
I feel weird about this video's personification of a male. You know, I feel like not all men are Pee Wee Hermit or whatever that is. Like it's like a fucking like. Do we all have mustaches and bowl hats?
Fucking Charlie Chaplin.
It's like,
Oh my god, is that Janie?
oh, what is that? Is that what?
What is? Oh, I didn't. Oh wow, this is a real plot twist I wasn't expecting.
Is that Janie?
It looks a lot like her. I don't think
What?
it is though. I thought you were fucking with me at first.
Is that Janie? Because it might be Janie. Because it
Dude,
kind of
that
looks
might
like it. Does it kind of look like her?
I keep going back and forth.
Yeah, it's almost like she did this for Spanish class in high school.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
What?
Yeah, I mean, I guess we should just keep watching to find out.
See this unload.
Kill someone? She's got knives.
That ginger Mexican looks a lot like Janie, dude. I really. I didn't know they had those.
Yeah. Ginger Mexicans? Yeah, my cousin's one. I try and put on subtitles for this video, but it just it doesn't help.
We should have just brought Janie.
Let's boil their Al in the sauna. Gracias.
Honestly, that might be what they're saying, and they just failed their Spanish assignment.
It's starting to seem more like Janie, because Janie's always had a murderous vibe.
Yeah, especially around unborn children.
Yeah. Yeah, she is Republican.
That's true.
I mean, liberal.
Yeah,
Damn.
wait a second. I don't
Hold
know
on.
what to say.
I went backwards. These Heinekens are
Sure.
getting to me.
Woo, that .05. Let me tell you what, boy.
So it seems like, you know, a lot of stuff is happening. Then this Janie lookalike. We're just gonna, we'll get to the dinner scene here.
Mexa Janie.
Yeah, Mexa Jane. But it does look like her though, right?
Uncanny.
Pero kay iba ate
for your
siya too.
podcast, when I'm a guest, I'm just gonna. I'll request this video.
Okay.
This is the
This
movie
is the
you wanna
film?
watch?
Yeah, we're just gonna talk some more about this.
Oh, man, this is good. Wait, so what category would this be in? Is this classics?
No,
this is
fan pick.
fan pick. Okay.
You know, I want to give this one the benefit of enough time to see if it becomes a classic.
Yeah.
You know, it's really hard to see if a movie's gonna become a classic.
Hasn't really
You know.
circulated
What were the
yet.
categories again? I forgot. There's classic.
If you are on the show as a guest, then you're automatically in the category as guest pick, and you can choose whatever you want. It can be a classic movie, it can be shitty brilliant, it can be just your personal favorite, whatever. It doesn't have to fit in any sort of parameters. It's whatever the fuck you want.
Could you feature this one 3 times in a row, like as classic, so shitty it's a classic,
Yeah.
and a guest choice?
I
Yeah.
think it's pretty good.
And this is pretty current.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, I think we could hit a grand slam. Has Padre Q hot DNA rests on.
BN22.
I am Meg here. For Dad, Hadley? For Dad?
Ay, me hago cirugio! Here.
Looks like she's having the baby. Hey, so Zero Yo asked me big.
Me big hair.
Like seriously, the personification of men in this. Like, can we talk about this? Is this how women in Spanish see us? Is men? I don't know.
Es un chico. ¿Qué es su nombre? Harley le dijo su nombre es Miguel.
She also seems a lot better at the language, and I can't tell if it's because of the way she looks or just the way she's saying it.
We need to have Joel on to fucking
Sí,
translate this.
Oh, dude, I'm trying to get Joel.
Pero lo siento
It's gonna
mucho.
be a good podcast.
Dude,
Quiso
you're gonna
decir
break records
tu
with that shit.
real bebé,
Oh my
pero tuve miedo.
Break years with him screaming, "Yes, sir!" into the
Yeah,
mic.
there-
No estoy malo.
¿Quieres
Yeah,
ser
so
mi
I
mami?
I'm just gonna skip to the end here. See if
When's the abortion?
I don't think it happens.
They already had the baby.
Well, here's the credits.
It's
Let me
never too late to have an abortion, TJ. I'm really in favor of 33rd trimester abortions. So
33rd. What is that?
11 years old and below.
Oh, so I guess that's the end. I guess they killed her. Oh, what? Wow. That's actually
Whoa.
Jane Daniel
Do you
as Helena.
Do you think Mexican Jane Daniel?
Yeah.
You think she's any relation to the one that we know?
I don't
Because
know.
the one that we know, her name is Janie. So obviously it's not the same
Oh,
person,
yeah.
right?
Or her pseudonym, Janel.
Right,
Which is
right.
the combination of both her names, right? That's why we call her that?
She's also
yeah.
Mannequin Jane in my phone.
Oh,
So,
yeah. How did that start? Why do we call
I don't
Jane
remember, it was
Mannequin
Shane.
Jane? So it's probably...
He said something about like you're not real or something like that. to her. And she's
Alright.
like, "What am I, just like a fucking mannequin or something?" And then we just started calling her Mannequin Jane. I don't remember really how it started. It was like one morning shift.
Solid.
Yeah.
It's good. Yeah. Well, I mean, I like to diversify this podcast. A lot of the stuff I've been showing has been English. So, I like to switch it up.
Gotta
show
look out
some-
for our Spanish listeners. You know,
Yeah.
JJ and Joel like to be talked to as well.
Are
you
they
know?
viewers?
No, they should be.
Yeah.
Enrique, Ricardo?
If they're not watching this, I'm gonna be really pissed. This is another video I found. I was actually the first one to watch this video.
Seeing as there's 18
Oh my gosh,
views,
some
I'm
interesting things happening
really
to
curious.
my foot.
the fuck.
That's a pretty nasty rash. As you can see, it looks like there's some wounds, old wounds that have healed. But that's pretty bad. It goes
Is this like some type of weird porn you
Here,
found
look.
on YouTube or like?
This is a gaming channel.
What?
in this area.
I swear to God.
This is from them putting something on me.
Ugh.
What did he?
Ugh.
What's
like-
that other
Dude,
spot
what the
on his
fuck
leg?
is up with his foot? It's like fucking purple.
But,
Yeah.
What the
That's
fuck
it.
is wrong with this guy?
Except for it's on my other foot too.
Oh, good. Oh, yeah. Please show us.
It gets so much better.
There's nothing going on there, but if I could turn my foot a little bit, there you go. There's a little bit right there. It itches.
If this guy ends up getting more views than
when
my
I
podcast
slept at night
I'm
and I'm walking
fucking
around so
livid.
much.
Maybe
I guess you could see me.
Walking around so much
Fuck.
on the streets, I took off my shoes and sometimes my socks when I slept with this girl in our tent. And it seems like she put something on my feet. I mean, all these places is where pretty much she put, except some guys put something on me at the shelter.
What the
So let me
dude?
just catch you up on the comments he just said, because I had to watch this a couple times to stop laughing as much so I could
Hear
like
the
dissect
18
this. Yeah, pretty much.
At least
Seriously,
half of them have to be you,
yeah,
right?
I've watched this through. This is probably like my 5th or 6th time watching this through. He says it was probably that girl I slept in a tent with that put something on my feet. That is where that came from. And then he said, and then some guys at the shelter put something on me here, and he's pointing to that purple thing on his chest.
There's like so much story there that he like doesn't go into. Like, wait, a shelter? You were sleeping in a tent with a girl? Like, that's what you
And
should
he
be
just
talking
says
about.
something. He doesn't
Yeah.
know what it is.
And it's like, oh, we can't even infer what the fuck they put on him. Like,
Yeah.
what the...
And they put something on it and it turned purple. Like, and dude, the no shirt, like,
Here and here, and there was another
he's-
place.
he's
It's
killing
fucking
it.
grease ball.
But
I don't know.
Really?
He might have just
I
taken a
was itching so
shower. That
bad.
might have been what it was.
Or
when I
he
got out of
hasn't
the
taken a
shower-
shower in a year.
What is
Oh, dude.
No.
He needs to go see a doctor, dude.
Oh wait,
Dude, he might have AIDS.
Let me talk.
And,
Hold on.
well-
Just okay. Let's jump to this. I need to show you this. So you say he needs to go see a doctor, right?
Right.
Let's talk about that. My dog Jason Myers gonna inform you.
How did you find this?
I do a lot of like searching for the most recently updated videos on YouTube. So like I just find everything. Like, and it's pretty awesome. So
You should look at the subreddit deep into YouTube because it's all like shit like this, like really minimal views, like
Yeah, it's
weird
fun.
fucking shit you find on YouTube.
here we go.
Is that the same guy?
This is his
Oh,
channel.
let's
get
oh,
this
this is
straight.
just all his? Okay.
Doctors are not Americans. They're terrorists.
Okay.
They are organized crime entities. They're all working together. They're culpable for the fact that each of
Also,
them
just
are
clarify. You know what? Y'all know what Infowars is?
Yes.
You know what it is?
Alex Jones.
Alex Jones, the guy who said the frogs are gay because they're putting a chemical in our water that's making us gay.
No.
He's like a notorious conspiracy theorist for like going way over the top about shit and being like, I'm alternative news and all the liberal media is trying to shut me up and Joe Rogan is he's a fucking he's a government plant and he's trying to silence me, but I will not be silenced. I am for the American people and shit like that.
So Alex
That's what he
Jones
sounds like.
and Joe Rogan used to be friends until Alex Jones said some stuff about Joe Rogan, and now they're kind of like at each other's throats
Oh, okay.
because they're both like really big like podcasters type people. And they used to be good friends too. Yeah, so another video I watched, which explains like a good bit of this. Another video I watched from this guy is the video is called like, "Why is my Facebook flagged?" Which, I mean, he's posting these videos if he's posting on Facebook. I don't know.
Fucking weirdo.
But that's what I thought. Like, I thought he was going to say, like, I posted one of my videos and they flagged it. And I'll be like, of course. Like, what are you talking about? But, like, actually, he was reposting InfoWars and they flagged his content on Facebook, or somebody flagged his content. So, yeah, I think he's getting a lot of his information
are
from
doing
InfoWars.
crimes, and some of them know about it, and nobody's doing anything about the situation. So it's gotten worse over decades. They literally indoctrinate people into the medical community, make them doctors, give them PhDs. It's all part of the educational system, just so that they can insulate themselves to do their criminal
off a piece of paper.
activities.
You
What
have
are
to
these
prepare
criminal
this.
activities?
Dude, I don't know. But he's posting a lot. Like, he posts multiple times a day.
To answer your question, Will,
terrorists.
he didn't go to the doctor. doctor.
Yeah, just so you know.
You know, I am glad that there was an
If you-
answer
yeah.
3,
to my
4,
question.
5,
I really
6.
would have been up all night thinking about that one, mulling that one over.
Yeah, 9
What is
videos in the past 24
what's
hours.
the I slip and fall one?
I was also curious about that one.
Oh, he falls.
He just films.
He
himself
walks
falling?
like so. He walks on. He's in a very cold. He's in a very cold place. So like he walks on ice a lot, and like he peels stuff off his body and looks at it. So like we'll look at the most recent one. This was posted
How
2
does he
hours
have
He
ago.
had a video called "Got
852
Snow?" question mark.
Yeah, because I subscribed to him.
So, this was a perfect example of these, what they're calling Morgellons vipers, right?
I mean, are you gonna
if you
watch
notice,
this all the time?
They're coming out of the top of these things that I've been pointing out, these nodules. It's a little bright. It's always too bright for the camera. And I just wanted to show
Have you guys
these
heard of Morgellons
things,
disease?
No.
That's what.
because
this
they're like
is,
needles digging into you. I've
fibers
mentioned this
like
before.
growing underneath your skin and shit.
Wait, whoa,
But I can't-
What?
Look up Morgellons disease.
Because-
I can't remember if it's like a psychosomatic kind of thing that's like not really, but it's like the sensation of like fibers growing in your skin and you think it is.
So is it, like, what's
but
it
it's
feel
not.
Like? Is it like painful?
It's
Like, super
yeah.
painful?
It's
Okay,
supposed
so
to be-
Morgellons disease is a rare disease or a rare disorder characterized by the presence of fibers underneath, embedded in, and erupting from unbroken skin or slow healing sores. Some people with this condition also experience the sensation of crawling, biting, and stinging on and in their skin. That's what he has, because every single video he posts, like, he doesn't talk that much at length about it, but he's always like, oh, and here's a fiber, and here's a fiber. Like, he'll pick off his wounds.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he has.
And he got that from some girl in a tent.
Dude, I want to see the
Well-
grimy ass girl he
Yeah.
was sleeping with in that
and
tent.
the guys at the shelter.
And what did she put on her feet?
In what shelter? So many fucking questions.
Yeah. Because obviously this dude's got, like, a phone, he's posting stuff, and, like, he's walking around and doing stuff. But Morgellons disease. So that makes sense. That's why his wounds don't heal properly and fast. They heal very, very slow. And I thought it was because he was just picking at him all the time. But
That's what
the
I thought,
the fibers are in every single one of these videos.
Ugh.
He points them out, like, a lot. And I didn't know what that meant, if he was just having, like, if he was just, I don't know, if he just, his clothing was coming off on him. But, like, look, you can even see it in that thumbnail right there.
Yeah, because it looks like
Oh,
he has
and
him
right
under
there-
some sort of microscope.
Oh, yeah, he's putting him in a petri dish and everything. So he's got some sort of place he's staying at. Because he's also got this shed where he talks about this holy rock. This was
Oh, I'm
pretty cool.
excited.
This is a pretty cool video, too.
This crazy rock I found. I was looking on the beach and I found this, and that hole goes all the way through. For you, so you can see that. And then there's a little hole right here, and it goes through.
Really?
But it's too small for a needle to fit through. That needle will not fit through there, but there is literally a little hole.
I'm going to let you know I've watched the whole video. That's about it.
he-
It doesn't get any deeper. He just continues repeating, why, geologists, give me answers. Oh, yeah, you're scientists. Ha! Like, that's the best. I do have to get to that part. That's
Right
one of my
through
favorite. His
there,
laugh
like
is
perfectly
good.
perpendicular
Let's get to that.
to that other hole. And it has some other anomalies to it.
Come on, where's the spot?
Like it's pitted in a weird way.
I just want to meet this guy.
Right?
It's got another
Like,
hole
from a
down
distance,
here.
though.
I don't
Through
know
like
how
a-
deep
I can
that
spend a
goes.
day. As long as he
But
like
I was looking inside.
Yeah, don't get in his tent.
If you do, you gotta put some
and
stuff
there's a
on
couple
his feet.
holes
Yeah.
inside.
Make sure you bring some new shit.
And,
That girl
you
brought
can
some
see
tight shit to his feet.
there's a hole inside right there, and there's like another one right there,
Fascinating.
and some other anomalies. But that hole goes all the way through. I don't know how does this form? Come on,
Very
geologists. Is this a piece of pumice?
are these air bubbles? Like, what really gets me is there's an
Guys, come on, y'all. Is this a piece of hummus?
No, I think he says pumice.
Oh, what the fuck is that?
It's like a type of rock. It's like a volcanic rock.
Oh, well then the whole time I thought he was saying hummus, and I was like, what the fuck are you retarded? And I'm just over here the idiot. That's
You're right.
hilarious.
You got outsmarted by this guy.
Ah, damn. This 2View motherfucker.
And both were you.
Whoa, what?
Wait, what? Oh,
That's
my
interesting.
glass
Cool
on.
find. Oh, who else is watching these videos?
Oh shit.
He's the only other guy. Oh, he doesn't have any videos. He's just watching them. Oh, no, he has uploads. Oh, what
Oh
the?
man, we found another YouTube
He
rabbit hole.
has a video of them playing that Speak Out game. Ever
What?
seen
What's the
that?
speak out game?
This second video, dude, it's really weird. You have to like, it's like charade. Like you have to like say a word, but you have this thing that stretches your mouth way out. So
What
it's
the
like,
fuck?
You're like drooling while you.
Dude, we
are
gotta
saying
watch
it.
this.
I don't.
It's weird, dude.
Oh, this is exactly what I was hoping to see.
That's
Cow?
Cow.
The cow mood?
Cow.
The new cow.
Cow. Like cow goes.
The cow goes what?
What noise is a cow makes?
Oh my gosh. Why does this make me feel weird?
I know. That's
Yeah.
kinda how I feel.
No, this is 3 minutes.
I do feel like I shouldn't be watching this.
Yeah, it feels like. Yeah. It feels like that thing I'm not supposed to watch.
It,
Granddad.
I don't see how I've watched maybe 30 seconds of this total, and I already am kind of bored with this game. I don't know how
How they
yeah.
expect this to be like
No,
a
it's like an
long.
actual board game though. That's
crazy,
Subscribe to this guy.
Selling stores and stuff.
Always subscribe to the small channels. You know, gotta give back.
Gotta support him, dude.
Gotta
Well,
keep
he
him.
officially now. I think. How many subscribers do you have?
He has more than me. Yeah,
well,
he's,
see, that's
he's
what
got
I'm saying. Like,
11.
fuck, we gotta unsubscribe now. We gotta. This is
No,
a,
no, no.
It's a dog eat dog world out there,
Wait,
Austin.
how many do
I
you
gotta
have?
get back. I don't know how many I have.
I need to make a YouTube thing and.
Yeah, that's what I found out. A lot of people don't have a Gmail, so they can't. Oh, dude, I gave him the subscriber to pass me. I got 10. Dude, sweet. Double digits, motherfuckers.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, let's
I'm
get
subscribed.
it. Yeah. You gotta hit that. I think it's McClellan, Shane, Justin, you, randos.
Nice.
I think that's what it is. I think Daniel and
That's
John
half
are too.
randos.
I think Daniel and John are too. But yeah, so
I'll get Lucy to do it.
yeah.
I'll have to
And
do
then
this as well.
get Lucy to make a lot of fake accounts
I'll
and
get
then
on.
subscribe
Gotcha.
to
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
You need to tell like. You should have told like Carrie while she was on her podcast, but I can tell her
What?
just to like make a. Like to.
Oh yeah, yeah. I got her to subscribe to the Insta.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to, you know, I'm not a marketing genius, but I know what the kids are looking at these days, you know. So I can put myself out there. So
Hell yeah.
I've done some videos on some ASMR. I hear that's popular with the kids. Talked about some slime, you know, some current subjects that are whirling around in the media, such as
Fortnite.
yeah, Fortnite and TikTok, you know.
Jules.
Jules, yeah, Jules were all over the beginning podcasts. They're not here anymore, but we've covered that topic pretty thoroughly.
So
at
what's
this
y'all's
point.
opinion on Fortnite?
On Fortnite? I've never played.
You never played it?
I've like played it once or twice, but every time I watch people play, it looks like a really interesting game. Like, was it one of the first ones to do sort of the battle royale thing? Is that why it was so popular?
Yeah.
'Cause it's a cool
I
concept.
Suck at it. Like cause you
Wasn't
have to, like,
PUBG
build
the
or
one
something.
that did the first
That's the
one?
one I played a lot. That one's fun.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I thought PUBG was the first, because the way the
I don't
memes
know.
describe it,
Maybe.
I don't know. I don't know video games. Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh no, like. Yeah, PUBG was definitely the first one I played, or it's the one I mainly play. I think it was the first one. And then they have a new one now, Apex Legends or something like that. That's like super popular. But I haven't played.
Maybe you should do an MLG podcast.
No, that's my extended video games right there.
Nope,
And
TJ, you
like
gotta
Madden
do.
too. That's
So
about
we're back to the sports one.
it. Yeah.
You know, the main professional sports, football,
There you
Yeah.
go.
soccer,
Badminton.
baseball, Fortnite. You know, the big ones.
Yeah, curling.
Curling,
Mm.
ice skating.
Yeah, the one where you shoot the gun and you ski.
What is that one called?
Badminton.
Right.
Football.
Yeah, football. Hockey.
Oh,
Sports.
Have you watched any of the AAF, the new football?
Oh no, I haven't. Is it fun?
It's pretty good. There's
Damn.
no extra points. You have to go for 2.
Fuck
Every
yeah.
touchdown.
Hell yeah.
No kickoffs.
What are they? Oh,
They just
that's
start at
good.
25, and it's just like the games go super fast.
That's good though, because that's like the most dangerous play in the game is kickoff and punts and shit.
Yeah.
Because
Wait, so you don't kick the ball at all?
Only on punts, and I guess that's it. Oh, field goals. You can like still. Kick
oh, so there's still punts. There's just no
there's
kickoffs.
still punts and there's still field goals, but there's no kickoffs or extra.
Well,
points.
punts are significantly less dangerous than kickoffs are because the dude receiving doesn't have as much time to like ramp up and go full speed. So
Yeah.
it's not two fucking huge 300-pound men barreling at each other at full speed and then hitting full contact. It's like one 300-pound man hitting at full speed while the other one's only kind of going fast. Real safe.
Wait, so why is this like a why?
So this is.
Sorry, I know that. I'm
Why?
just really confused. Like, why don't you watch NFL? Because that one's the big one.
This starts as soon as NFL ends. And it's for like the off season.
Oh.
And it's a bunch of like players that kind of washed out of the NFL or didn't get to the NFL. So there's like big time college players. That
So they're
just weren't
worse?
quite good enough. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
And I think kind of general feeling sort of permeating through the NFL is that football sort of like, especially with the NFL, is kind of getting boring in a way. Like it's just like
This season was fun.
it was fun. Like I still enjoy it, but like
Didn't the
viewership is
Patriots win
definitely
again?
The Patriots won again.
Yeah, that part sucked.
Viewership's declining like every fucking year by a lot. So I think that they're trying to do this sort of to have like an alternative that's like a little bit. They're trying to keep it fun. Like only 2 points. I fucking love that shit. Like I would love to watch football with only 2 points.
Is there any other differences in it?
Not that I know of, except for like when the refs are reviewing a play, the camera's right on them, and they like explain it to the viewer at home, like why they're making that call on like a call review and everything.
Cool.
Which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
It's a lot more accountability. So it's
Yeah.
like if there's a bullshitty play.
And then also the XFL starting next year, which do you remember
That's
that
the
from
one.
2000?
I was gonna say that's the one I was thinking about.
So have you heard about that one, Austin?
Dude, I barely know about the NFL.
So-
XFL? What the
Yeah,
fuck
yeah.
is
That's
this?
another one. So it's the same dude that owns WWE.
No.
It's the
And so in-
WWE of football.
So this was a league
it's fake?
in 2000, and no, it was real. But then he would just have like he would have like wrestlers come on to like into the locker rooms and stuff and film stuff for WWE, like in just the middle of games and shit. It was weird. It failed after like 1 year, but now he's like dead set on making like an actual competitor for NFL.
It's
What?
half owned by NBC.
Yeah, I mean, if it's WWE, it has to be. Wait, well, it's
No,
WWE.
it just said 50% WWE and 50%
Oh.
NBC. So I'm like, I wonder if they have all that. I don't know.
I don't even know what channel WWE comes on now. Oh wait, no, USA, because it was on all the treadmills at Planet Fitness.
Hell yeah, baby.
Dude, Planet Fitness. What? So okay, so let's talk about that because I actually do need to learn. So what are y'all going to like gyms?
Yeah.
Like Planet Fitness. I mean,
Yeah. When are you going?
A&E Fit, which is
Okay.
like off of Long Point.
you're
Which
going
is
the one here, right?
Yeah, I just go to that dinky one
What all
downstairs.
does that have?
It has 2 treadmills, a stair thing, and then like a different type of stair thing, and then it's got the things that are heavy that you hold in your arms, and then they got
Dumbbells?
those boxes, like you can
Yeah.
jump on top of the boxes, and then dude, honestly, like everything else is on this like machine that's like pulleys that you like pull the stuff
That's
and you
good.
put different stuff on it, like you put different attachments. So like I do like deadlifts by like attaching the stuff on it and like going like that. It is weird though, cause like I had a friend who was gonna be a physical trainer, and I worked out with him one summer, and like we went to a gym that was right next to Revelry Brewery downtown, and like with that gym it was like legit, like it wasn't machines, there was no like machines in there,
like free weights and
yeah,
shit.
everything was free weights and stuff. And I almost like that more because like with this, like I have to like position the fucking like thing like directly under it, or like the pulleys are pulling from like it's not like I have to simulate gravity. You know what I'm saying?
Is it a Smith machine? Like, look that up and let's see if that's what you're talking about.
So do you like cables more, or do you like free weights?
Oh, free weights first and foremost are like the best thing
Yeah.
for you to do for fitness, like compound lifts with barbells and shit.
Oh, let's
like,
talk about that. I've heard a lot about compound lifts. What the fuck?
So those are like deadlift, bench, and
no, this
squat.
This is not what
Okay.
that is. If you're talking about this thing,
Or like the second one is like a clearer picture, but yeah, like it's on a track.
Well, that one's
basically,
not
it's like a barbell on a track.
Oh yeah.
it's like pulleys. Like you take these little plugs and you
Yeah.
put in how much your weight is, and it's got like it's like a L like this, and you're in the middle, and you can either
adjust
do like
where the cables come from.
Oh, it's like a cable machine. Yeah.
yeah, and
Those
so,
are great.
Yeah. I'm already kind of like weird about them because it's like if I position myself wrong and I'm using both cables, it's putting like more pressure on like, and I mean it's down to the hair. Like I've noticed like especially with like doing like compound. I think this is what you're talking about. Is like squats stuff.
Yeah.
I think it's
Squats, deadlifts, bench are like the 3 big compound lifts.
Power clean too.
Power clean, that's like, yeah. Those are like the big lifts that you do, which primarily you do them with barbells. Same with like a bent over row, like a lot of people, because they call them compound lifts because they work like various parts of your body at the same time. Like to do a deadlift, you basically engage every single fucking muscle in your body. Like primarily works your back and your legs, but you're using your biceps, using your core immensely. So it's these exercises that you have to get the form down exactly right. Like it's very precise because you have to do it correctly or else you're gonna hurt yourself.
What we were saying before the podcast with
Yeah.
the bench press.
Like
rather do lower weight and get the right form, or else you're gonna end up using your back more.
right. Yeah. And those are like, if you have the least amount of time, those are the best because you're going to get more out of your workout. You're going to be a stronger person because it also works like the stabilizer muscles that you normally wouldn't use. Like if you use the Smith machine, the reason why I bring that up is because these are pretty bad because it forces you to have shitty form. Like it doesn't allow for movement that you yourself have to correct for. So it keeps you on like a really linear path that rather than learning how to balance the barbell on your back and keeping yourself straight and rigid and using all these various muscles to do the exercise, it kind of does it for you. So you're not really getting a good workout from it. And it like the way these things are built, you're doing it wrong anyway. It's not even like it's forcing you to be right. It's like forcing you to be wrong. So really the best way to go is to start doing like compound lifts and whatnot.
Yeah, because these things are like. Yeah. Well, I mean, at least it doesn't do that for me, that thing downstairs. I mean, if I get centered right, because it's not as bad on the squats. It's just like, I mean, when I had to set up the bench, I got to set up the bench like real exact, or I'm feeling more pressure on like one arm than the other. I noticed that first, and I mean, it's really not that fucking big of a deal. I'm just complaining about it for no fucking reason. I don't know.
But like, I think those things like, when you start working out, it's something you sort of adjust to. It's like you learn all these various fucking muscles in your body that you don't use on a regular basis that will help you do like things like lifting flour bags and shit. Like once you learn to engage all these various muscles, you learn how to lift correctly. You'll find it's really useful. But I think like the more and more you adjust, and I don't know, maybe TJ can attest to this as well. Like I had struggled for a while to learn how to do bench and squat and deadlift correctly, and I like constantly had to look up more videos, and it took me like months to get it right. And even now, I'm not like, I wouldn't say I'm great or perfect at it or anything, but I've made improvements. But like, I mean, it's a difficult fucking thing to do, right?
I still feel like I do bench wrong.
Right.
I mean, squats, like, we just did that all through high school for football and stuff, so we had to get that one, but I've never really deadlifted that much. I did power clean a lot.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
see, I don't think I've ever done a power clean.
Power clean, that's
it's kind of like the first part of the deadlift,
and then
like
you push it up.
But then you bring it up,
Yeah, you put it on your chest and then back
it's
up.
kind of all in motion.
And then like a regular clean is just bringing it up to your chest.
Yeah.
And then you just go back down. Power clean is bringing it up to your chest, and then you do a standing press.
Okay.
The resistance problem you're having though is maybe just one of your arms is stronger than the other one.
Yeah. No, I mean, but it's like sometimes it's like the right arm is having trouble. Like, I mean, I jerk off like a
Yeah,
lot. So
I
like,
use
no,
that a
yeah,
lot more, so.
yeah, I jerk
That's
off
weird.
and whisk and all that
Well,
shit.
then is it just like fatigued or it's like tired?
I don't know. Like, I mean,
you jerk off before you go work out.
No, it's usually like
That's your problem.
dude. I seriously like I'll be like I was telling you about this. Yeah, I was at work, dude. You wanna grab?
Yeah, I'll grab it on.
I was telling you about this at work. Like sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just saying.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you gotta watch that thing carefully.
Hold this.
Yeah, maybe we should all just kind of put our hands on it just for prayer. Yeah, I was
Jesus.
This is such an awkward, like, oh, it's still natural. I'm just leaning on this pole over
Is this
here.
like the hands-on, like
Yeah.
speaking in tongues?
Yeah,
kind of shit that
yeah,
you do in
exactly.
church?
Dude, you can grab another one too if you want. Okay. Doesn't
You
do
can
anything
also,
great.
either of y'all can
Moderation.
grab these as well.
Yeah,
if anyone.
Hey, fuck.
Or,
Fuck off,
this-
TJ.
that as
Yeah.
well.
Mm-hmm.
We're beginning and ending this podcast with "Fuck you, TJ, I'll
Yeah.
kill you."
That's how it should be. Alright, so, yeah, what were you saying though?
I forget. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I haven't jerked off a lot.
Oh, yeah, you were telling me that.
Yeah, have not jerked off a lot. Like, I think it was because I utilized that as, like, a sleep helper. What do you call it? Like a sleep enhancer?
Sleep aid.
And
Sleep
now,
aid, yeah,
like,
a
you're
sleep
just
aid.
exhausted from working out. Or
Yeah,
running
and I've
or-
been doing
yeah.
it, like, at night. Like, and even if I'm not, like, going in there and, like, lifting weights, like, I just go in there and, like, run a mile. And then, like, I walk back upstairs and I'm like, I'm really fucking tired. And I
Yeah.
fucking lay down and just pass out. And I guess, like, running is my porn now, you know? Do you think
Some people watch porn while running.
What? Do they go faster?
I don't know if they jerk off while they're doing it.
Good teach.
That's good.
You
But-
think you would. But
Yeah.
I'm sure in
I
their
personally probably, I would.
Yeah. I mean, if you're alone.
Actually, I don't know. I can't multitask like that.
they should have like a marathon
I can
like that.
barely
You know how they
drink
do like the
water
beer
while I'm
mile?
doing it. You said what?
You know how they do like the beer mile? They should do like a jerk mile. Like
Yeah.
every mile you have to like come.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Do you ever like sit down when you're about to jerk off and be like, this is gonna be like a long session. Like I'm about to put in some time here. Do you ever do that?
Clear your schedules. Put your phone on. Do
Well,
not
I mean,
disturb.
You're not going for a couple days, but
Are
like
you sure?
you know,
don't, like,
have you
take
done
off-
that?
Yeah, you don't take off from work every once in a while just to have a couple of days alone to yourself.
No, I'm
Get some
talking.
speed and just really go at it.
Whoa, like y'all, you're using enhancers.
I just try to get
Performance
it out of the way,
enhancing
get over the
drugs.
guilt, and then just go about my day.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So you're like, I'm gonna get this over with. Like,
Yeah, I don't want it to be a big part of my day.
yeah.
For the first hour afterwards, TJ can't look his dog in the eye. Like he can't do anything.
He's like, stop, Rue, get off of me.
Won't eat anything with mayonnaise on it. Like,
No dick-shaped foods.
TJ, why are you eating your toaster strudel dry? I can't. Not right
Shut
now. Not right now. I don't wanna.
just give me a minute.
I don't wanna.
I gotta clear my mind.
So that leads me to a question I asked in another podcast that I'm gonna ask you guys. Where does the cum go?
Is this like a deeply philosophical, like
Yes.
heady sort of abstract question, or are we talking like strictly?
I mean, it can be on the head. Like I feel like in porn, that's where it
Well, I
goes.
mean,
But
he asked me this at work tonight. And
Yeah,
I still don't have an answer.
where does the cum go? Like where does
Down the drain?
What?
What do you
Okay,
mean? Where does the
sure.
cum
You're
go?
like running out of the bedroom into the fucking bathroom and then jerking it into the fucking. Like, what are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Where does the cum go when you're having sex and
Oh,
you're
when you're
about
having
to
sex.
and when you're
Oh,
about
they
to
were
finish?
talking about masturbating.
Do
So
you have
can't
a-
just segue straight from masturbation into sex and assume that I know what we're talking
They're
about?
basically the same thing.
Austin, just
One's just with another person, I guess.
Just
Like,
because you paint eyes on your hand and pretend to face fuck it does not mean you're having sex.
don't talk about them like they're not here.
Puts lipstick on it too.
Well, duh, that's lubricant. Gosh,
It's only on his
TJ.
birthday.
But yeah, I don't know.
Where does it come go?
Yeah, you know. Do you have a towel on the side ready? I've thought about doing that, like having a towel on the side ready. Really?
Oh
Is that
yeah, I don't make sure I have it
Wow.
beforehand,
Yeah.
but afterwards I'm looking for a towel.
Just,
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, so you're not like prepared, like you don't have one on you at all times. Like I was thinking about having like a belt like just around like under my underwear, like a belt under my underwear that's just around my naked body so that I could have like accoutrements and tools in case like it so happened that I was having sex. Like I wouldn't know when it was coming, but I would always have this like Batman like tool belt with like a like wet towelette, like if she hasn't cleaned but I'm like ready to go down, or like a towel for my cum so I can wipe her belly down when I'm done.
Yeah.
If it's missionary, you know.
Yeah, I was gonna say it
Yeah.
entirely depends where the cum goes as
Yeah.
to where when you're finished, what position.
Like if I'm doing like the leg up type thing, like I'm just gonna lay it down on your inner thigh, like I'm squeezing a mustard bottle over like some of a hot dog, you know? Like I'm just like squeezing that shit down the leg. Like maybe I'll get down to the knee if it was real nice, you know, if it was a good session.
So you're a mustard guy. I'm more of a tube of toothpaste kind of guy. But
Real.
you know,
You got that red, white, and blue up on her.
I'm telling you, dude, it's minty fresh.
How do you know it's minty fresh, man? You've been.
Okay. I'll taste it.
I mean, yeah, we've all tasted it though. Damn it, dude! You haven't
go along with this, CJ.
Dude, you haven't tried it?
Hell no.
Are you? Come on, let's be honest.
No, fuck that.
Are you serious? You've never just been like, wow.
Hell no.
I want to see what she tastes. You know. I
am being honest though. Actually, I actually haven't done that. I'm not saying because TJ says it. I actually haven't done that either. I was I was trying to make
Nobody's
Dawson. Yeah, I'm not trying to shame you. I'm not saying it's bad to
done
do that. But like in the sake of being honest, like I can't sit here and lie and say.
Well,
I've tried
I
my own
mean,
cum.
honestly,
I'll do it tonight.
Yeah.
I'll make up for this. Austin.
Yeah,
I'm
try.
sorry.
I'm still gonna pass, but
Okay, here, TJ.
I would
you try
say
my cum, I'll try yours. Then it's not gay.
I would say there's
no.
there's 2 points in your life you need to try your cum. There's 2 times you need to do it. There's one time where you need to just taste it on your normal diet, and then the second time is after a day of you just consistently eating sweet fruits, and then taste your cum. And it'll Pineapple
and now
podcast.
we understand why we call it the Pineapple Podcast.
Because Austin likes to eat his cum.
You know what for it?
What?
Or at least I heard was asparagus. Because that's the one that like makes your pee smell bad too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would see that.
And like with like the meal prep stuff I'm doing now, I eat a lot of asparagus.
So why do guys
Are
like
you fighting with McClellan or something? Like, what's your deal? Are you trying to teach her a lesson? What's going on, man? It's like a carrot and stick sort of scenario. Like you're hitting her with the stick now, but then she's being good, and then you'll start eating pineapples. Like I don't understand.
Yeah.
How are you training her? How is this working?
No, I'm just trying to get a nice bod, man.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah.
You have a nice bod, T.
Yeah, DJ.
You're looking great, dog.
Yeah, I mean, at least you're not fucking Charlie or some shit.
Charlie.
Dude, that's the
Ooh,
fucking shit right
dude,
there.
You're trying to get me hard. I might be tasting this cum sooner than expected.
Salty it is.
Yeah, poor Charlie though. You know, I was having a conversation with this weekend.
I
he
didn't
was
realize
just.
he'd gotten that fat.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was into rocket ships either.
And that's honestly a really flattering picture. That's the best we could do. In real life, it's much worse. He was struggling to get up off the couch. He was wheezing when he was talking to me. It's just regular. Him trying to go get a cookie from the fridge, you know.
Which a cookie at this point, yeah.
Or is he just gonna like eat all the pizza? And
Well, we have some problems with our floors, like, and so they're getting resealed and everything. And when we're doing that, we're probably gonna expand the door.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say he's having an issue because nobody. It's not that his ass touches the oven when he's working on toppings, but nobody can walk past him.
Yeah.
Walking behind him. Yeah. So it's hard.
He would have to work like solo shifts, honestly.
Yeah.
And still probably struggle to turn around.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean the distance from the topping station to the ovens is like at least a horse. Like a horse length.
Yeah.
And then like across is probably like
Big
3 horse length.
And just like also counting on him not eating the pizzas.
Yeah.
Which
right. That's built into his pay. We had to deduct from his pay because he was increasing our food costs so dramatically.
Yeah, this
What a
is,
guy.
dude. This is bringing the podcast down.
I
Honestly,
know,
just talking
honestly.
about this.
My morbidly obese brother, Charlie Harrison Miller.
Is that his middle name, Harrison?
It is Harrison, yeah.
Start calling him Harry.
Harry.
Yo, what's up, Harry?
Fatty Harry.
Yo, it's Fat and Harry.
That's like a shitty knockoff version of like Dirty Harry. It's
What's
Fatty.
Dirty Harry?
You never seen those Clint Eastwood movies? It's like classic Clint Eastwood movies. Dirty Harry.
Yeah, you should do like classic westerns.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Movie
Butch
I'm gonna
Cassidy.
request is gonna be Tombstone.
Oh, dude, I've been hearing a lot of shit. I listened to like 2 different podcasts that fucking mentioned Tombstone and said it was fantastic. So
Have
it's
you not
on.
seen it?
No, I haven't, dude. It's on my list of shit to watch though.
I was about to say I'll be your Huckleberry.
Dude,
but
all right, I'm writing that down.
Now I won't. Now you won't get it because you haven't seen it. Like, there's a lot of big name people on this cast too.
Huh.
This was a great movie.
I'm writing that down, TJ.
That's oh shit, what's his name? The guy it's shown on the video right there.
Yeah.
Why can't I remember his name right now?
I can't remember either.
7.8. It's pretty good.
This is my all-time favorite Western movie.
Metacritic only gave it 50%. TJ, I don't know if I trust you right now.
Metacritic, I've been finding,
Came
has
out
had
the year before I was
really.
born.
Metacritic?
Yeah, they have really
Tombstone.
weird
Oh.
fucking scoring for shit. Like when I was doing
So,
The Shining, which has like
Val
80
Kilmer.
Val
That's who it was.
Kilmer.
And then it's got Kurt Russell. Yeah, it'll show a bunch of them right here.
Dude, I'm all over this, Teach.
It's like the guy who I guess Kurt Russell plays maybe. It's a name. Yeah, Wyatt Earp. Like, so you probably recognize that name.
Yeah, he's a real person.
Yeah. And then
Well, he
Doc
was a real
Holliday's
person.
Val Kilmer. He's my favorite character in there. And then it's like Wyatt Earp's 2 brothers as well.
Dude,
Grant Wheeler's a drunk.
But yeah, you need to see that one.
great choice, Teach. I am so excited. Oz, what movie are you gonna choose?
Shit.
Give me some ideas.
Fuck. I mean, I feel like my favorite movies are like
Herbie Fully Loaded.
is that the one with Lindsay Lohan?
Hell yeah.
Dude, I would have to. If I was picking a Herbie, I would pick the one with Lindsay Lohan. That
Both
one.
of y'all seen Parks and Rec, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was watching the episode the other day where Ron is talking about, he's like, I've seen 3 movies in his life, and he says like 2 westerns, and then he's like, and Herbie Fully Loaded. Third one was pretty funny. That's all he says.
Yeah, I mean, the ones that jump in my head are Airplane.
Oh,
It's a
great
fantastic movie. It's just the whole thing. It's just pop, 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 joke, 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 and they're just going for it every single time. And I love that how they're able to just consistently set themselves up like that. It's a good movie.
And
8 Crazy Nights.
I haven't
Dude, it's
seen
just
it.
like one
You
of my.
told me about it, though.
It's just one of my close to
Haven't seen that
heart
one.
favorite movies. Like I just really like it. I mean, I don't know. Gosh, Longest Yard with Adam Sandler.
Good one.
I've seen that movie a lot of
It's
times.
not the best Adam Sandler movie, though.
It's
What's the best
not,
Adam
but it's
Sandler?
like, yeah, it's
That's tough.
Oh, this is a tough one.
Click.
What is y'all's? No.
Really?
Click?
Click makes
Dude,
me cry.
Click
What
is
I've
an
seen-
underrated movie. It really is fucking heavy, yo.
The one I've seen the most would definitely be Mr. Deeds. I've seen that one more than any other one.
That was good. Happy Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore's good. Billy
Big
Madison.
Daddy. Big Daddy. Dude, that might be one.
I don't think I've ever seen Big Daddy. I've seen Happy Gilmore and fucking Billy Madison more times than I can count.
Dude,
Like,
Big Daddy.
Have you seen Mr. Deeds?
yeah, I've seen Mr.
Okay.
Deeds. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, I like that one a lot.
I just haven't seen it as
Yeah,
much as
I
the other
have
two.
that But that one's really good. And then he's got something on Netflix I just saw. Does he have a new show on Netflix or something?
Dude, The Cobbler. That movie, The
No,
Cobbler.
this
Oh, is that
something
ain't good?
Brand new.
Oh, dude, he's got some. Him and
was
Kevin
on.
James have some crazy Netflix deal where they just get to release a movie like every year or something because they're on there all the
Jeez, I
time.
forgot about him.
Dude, did you know he was making 6-digit like checks near the end of King of Queens for every
Wow.
episode? Like,
Shit.
Did you just like threaten to walk off or something like for the last?
No,
season?
it
No,
just
appar-
happens when you get syndicated like
yeah,
that.
like it's like, for example, Friends. Like each one of the core people in Friends was making millions of dollars every
Yeah.
single time they were.
Because once it gets picked up and they get all those contracts to play reruns for years and years and years and shit, they have so much fucking cash.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy.
And also, you know, they don't want him to fucking leave because they've got a plan for the way it's going to end, and they
Yeah.
need that character there till the very end. I'll bet it's the same with.
Queens was a good ending.
Well, how does it end?
They adopt a kid and then they find out that the wife's pregnant.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
And then,
That's
like,
the funniest way to end
yeah,
it.
because they find out she's pregnant, and Kevin James is like, "Well, what do we do with the one we just adopted?" Then he's like, "Do we take her back?"
That's funny.
Because they're like the whole season, they're like worried about doing it or not, and they're trying.
Well, and then they
everything.
almost get divorced, and
Yeah.
they're like racing on their way to China or wherever they're adopting this kid at, and they end up like getting on the same flight, and that's when they make up or whatever. But
Yeah.
they're like divorced. And
Dude, you know way too much about this series. I forgot about all this.
It's a good show, man.
Yeah, I was
CJ
more.
knows a
I was
lot.
more in Everybody
Deacon was
Loves
my favorite.
Raymond than
Everybody
that.
Loves Raymond.
Yeah.
My parents
It's a
used
good
to
show.
own the full series.
What? Hell
we had
yeah.
that, we had the full series of Frasier, which
Yeah.
Everybody Loves Raymond was pretty good. And we also had all of the James Bond movies recorded on VHS.
Wow.
So you can see the old commercials from.
Hell yes, dude. What a time capsule. We should watch one of the old James Bond movies and with old commercials.
Because
Hell
I
yeah.
bought my mom like 3 years ago for Christmas. I bought her something where it would transfer a VHS to a DVD, and she just like for all the home videos because that's all she wanted, and then she just never fucking did it.
What is it called? Like it's called like Legend or something. My mom got that.
I Am Legend. Yes.
Yeah.
The movie with Will Smith.
Yeah,
the movie
yeah.
converts the Yes, you're right.
You watch the movie
Spot
and
on.
then
You
it's
have to
like,
watch the whole thing though. It gets old.
Dude, that's a good movie too.
It is, but yeah, it is.
Best Will Smith movie?
After Earth.
I haven't seen that.
I was about to say, I was like,
it's like
and
his kid. It's notoriously. It's like an L. Ron Hubbard. It's based on an L. Ron Hubbard novel.
Really?
Yeah, the founder of Scientology, and that's like kind of why they made it like.
That
It's like
one's
a
up there.
fucking huge L. Ron Hubbard thing. Like,
Will Smith is in Scientology?
no, I don't know actually. Let's look that up. I can't remember, but
he definitely believes in evolution. He have y'all seen that?
Well, that's
His new.
hope so. Do you not? Wait, sorry, I don't mean to offend. Do you not?
No, dude, I grew up Baptist, man.
So you don't believe in evolution?
really, oh shit! Why have we not been talking about
Fucking
this all
stop.
along?
I'm about to debate this.
No, I don't want to debate. I
No,
just
not
want
a
to
debate.
like.
Let's break it down. I'm not trying to shame you. We're not trying to fucking have an antagonist. I don't give a shit what you believe.
That's fascinating, honestly.
Why
Like,
so?
I don't know, cause like I grew up Baptist, but
I thought you'd. Yeah.
Yeah. I grew up
thought
like
you did.
heavy Baptist, and but I still reckon. And I mean, I still like believe in like the universe being consistent with biblical scriptures. But like,
really? Okay.
yeah, but like I don't know. Like, so what? So was it a religious thing that pushed you away from evolution?
I don't know. I guess just like because I went to like Christian school my whole life, I just like never learned that much about evolution.
Okay.
Yeah, I never like saw like other points of view that much, I guess.
Wow.
Yeah.
I can't believe they
'Cause,
would.
like, dude, I grew up like a missionary living in different countries. I definitely didn't hear any of it there.
Oh
You know,
yeah.
Like
Where were you
sad.
living again?
Budapest, Hungary.
That's fucking cool.
Yeah, 10 years.
What
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, how'd you enjoy it? Like,
I liked it a lot. I don't remember like any of the language at all. 'Cause
could
I
you
went-
speak it at a time? Like,
yeah, because like for
Wow.
2 years of kindergarten and first and second grade, I went to like a only Hungarian speaking school, and like so I spoke it fluently back then. But then after that, I went to like an American school, and they like I never really had to. Speak
they
that
beat
much.
that shit out of you. They
Exactly.
said, "Stop speaking that not American bullshit." TJ Swanson, you think the Bible's written in not American? You dumbass bitch. Whatcha? I'm sorry if that was offensive. I'm just making jokes here. I realized I went a little too far there.
Nah, it's.
Oh boy.
Crazy. So they just didn't give you they just didn't teach you that.
No, not really. Not
What?
much.
It's crazy that a school can decide to do that?
Private schools can do whatever the fuck they
Yeah.
want, yo.
Really?
Yeah, I wanted to go to like a public school, but
Yeah.
my parents didn't let me because they were like working at the school, so I don't know. They just wanted me there.
Okay, so. Damn. Okay. Shit.
Austin's like, I wish I'd prepared something.
Yeah,
for this.
I'm like taken aback because like you just don't hear that a lot
Yeah.
anymore. So like,
Yeah,
do you
I've only
get
met a
like a
handful
lot
of
of like
people.
pushback from people? And
I really don't like bring it up much. Like I don't like.
I guess evolution
makes
isn't in
sense.
like natural conversation.
Right, and I've known you for a year, and it doesn't seem like you're like jumping at it. Like if we had brought it up, unless we had like said, "Wait, what the fuck, Teej? Like explain yourself." Like we
Yeah.
would have never really gone. Like you would have just let this conversation
Yeah,
go
yeah.
pat. You know, like I imagine, like you said, you don't want to create an argument, which I'm not trying to start that
Yeah,
at
for
all.
sure.
I don't want to fucking overstep your boundaries.
He's
That makes
like
sense.
shocked right now.
I am because I'm just like, how?
So like everyone believes in evolution now.
I mean, it's kind of like
It's pretty popular. It's
It's-
like
it's not.
it's like
I've heard of
Monopoly.
it, like, I've heard of it.
But so okay. So this is how I kind of view it, right? So like from a perspective of like somebody who grew up Baptist, right?
Yeah.
Like so like there's I would talk about it as like there are worldviews, and then there are like laws that your worldviews like play into, right? So there's a game board, and then like people get to like play the game like differently. Like not everybody has to take the same strategy, but there is like rules to the game. So like for example, like if like for example in your religion it says like there is no gravity.
Mhm.
It's like, well, I can kind of look around and go like there is gravity. So there's got to be some sort of
No, dog. That's
well, there's got to be some sort of like explanation.
what is that? He said, "No." He said, "Is this gravity?" And I was like, "Nah, dog." He said, "It's evolution."
But yeah, so like,
a good one.
I can sit here and like defend biblical scriptures and stuff, but like when stuff has come out as like that's something I have to believe in. But when it comes to like stuff in the sciences, like I kind of have to like those are the rules. Like that's how like physical laws of nature. Like I don't know, like and like evolution. It's pretty like foundation now.
So do you believe in the Big Bang Theory? Like not the show.
I do.
I believe in that show.
Yeah. Well, okay. So,
Never have watched it.
It's so bad. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Have you
pretty
ever?
short
Sorry. just
okay,
slight
I know
derail.
exactly what you're about to say. Go
Okay.
ahead.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
Like the show, if they have it on YouTube without the laugh track, and it's one of the fucking weirdest things to watch because it's just not funny. But they just have these weird pauses, and they just look like fucking
have to watch
psychos.
that now.
And you watch it, and you realize like, oh, there's no humor in this show. It's just like a laugh track that like. Oh, it's time to laugh. Nerd.
Yeah, I need to
They're
watch
nerds.
that.
They're nerds.
You
It's
said it's just on
funny.
YouTube?
Yeah, they have like clips of it and shit.
Okay.
Like they just take the show and remove it. It's like a mirror, I'm
I
pretty
feel like
sure,
it'd be
so
like
it's no
that with
copyright.
A lot of shows though.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of sitcoms rely on laugh tracks. I feel like
Yeah.
to kind
You
of get
think
across their
everybody
humor.
knows
Sorry, I
Rainbow Days?
totally fucking derailed what you guys were saying. But believing in the Big Bang Theory is what TJ asked you, and then I
yeah.
derailed.
Okay.
There's a lot of different kind of theories as to like, was it a big theories about how the universe is going to end. Generally speaking, to answer your question directly, yes, I believe the universe began with a singularity of infinite mass and infinite density that expanded from an area where there was no space, which is really hard for our minds to comprehend, but
yeah.
it's the best model based upon physics that we have. So I'm inclined to believe that.
That's just, I don't know, it's weird. Like, that seems harder to believe, just for me personally, than, like, believing there's, like, a God. I don't know why.
Well, okay, so that's what I was going back to is that, like, I don't think those things are, like, for me personally, I don't think those things are, like, conflicting.
So, isn't that, like, there's a specific religion for that believes in evolution and, like, that the Bible is, like, real and, like,
What is that?
Ostentology.
Wait, what's like Christian Scientists?
Oh,
They don't
different?
take medicine and shit.
Oh, yeah,
they're
yeah,
different.
Yeah, they're.
It's a good Family Guy episode, by the way.
It's like weird because a lot of times the names don't
Actually,
indicate,
yeah,
like
yeah.
Scientology.
But there's something to that like they believe, the world's millions and millions of years old, and they believe that like animals have evolved over years and everything like that. But they also still believe
So do you believe
that God created them to do that? I guess.
Yeah.
So do you believe like what about dinosaurs? What's your stance on
No,
dinosaurs?
I think they existed. Or
so how?
there's like, dude, you hear
isn't that a conflict?
I don't know. Yeah, I guess so.
I'm not trying to put you on the spot.
I
Like we can
agree,
stop
like,
talking about this if you want. I'm
Because it's
not trying
weird.
to-
Like I was never taught, like in school, that like dinosaurs aren't real. Like I don't know. I was never taught that, but I can't I don't know. Like I don't have an answer for that really. It's kind of weird.
I mean, yeah, I guess it's not something in your day-to-day life. Like you can go your entire life without thinking about the beginning of the universe, but it's like you never like when you having trouble sleeping, rolling around in bed, you never think about like, fuck, what was the beginning of the universe? How is this shit gonna end? Like, how did we fit in this?
I'm
Like,
usually just joking off.
Gosh.
But if dinosaurs weren't real, how would they have done Jurassic Park? So
you're right. That fantastic documentary. That I'm gonna create a 5th category: documentaries. Jurassic
Dude,
Park
you know
being the
there's,
first
like,
one.
conspiracy theories that there's still dinosaurs because there's like undiscovered parts of like fucking Africa and shit.
Right.
And like water ones because we've discovered like 1% of the ocean or some shit. Like there's all sorts of shit we haven't figured out yet.
I
There's
see
probably
you want to
fucking
say
Atlantis.
something, and I don't want to derail us. So I'm going to write down what I have to bring up, which is totally.
No, I don't have anything to say. I was just my mouth's just open because I'm still kind of like piecing this together.
So
Just
how
write-
long?
just write on this.
Yeah, there you go.
Go ahead.
No, you got it.
No, I don't have
I don't know what I
anything.
was gonna say.
Oh, I mean, I guess what I'll answer the question of the Big Bang Theory. I will say there's a lot of shit with the Big Bang Theory. We don't necessarily know like the specifics of it, but we do know that you can look around with a telescope and you can plot based upon where stuff's moving, because if a light ray is moving away from you, it's going to be longer, so it's going to be blue. If something's moving closer to you, it's going to be shorter, so it's going to be red. And you can look at all the red and blue dots and see how fast everything's moving, and everything is moving from a center point. And you can actually see if you do like, so like, you know how like when you go to like fucking like you know, like can't remember what this stuff is called. Radon test. Have you ever heard of radon?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, so they do the little scanners. That's like a radiation scanner.
Mm-hmm.
And like, so they do that across the universe, and there's radiation from an explosion. A massive explosion, and it's all over the universe, and all of it is moving from a center point. So like, it kind of comes to a point where you got to go like, something fucking happened there. And like, we've seen stars like explode and create like planet-like things, and like, because light is traveling to us at all different times, so we're actually seeing into the past.
Oh yeah. Like,
Because yeah,
Fucking nuts. I
Because
love
like, half
thinking
the
about
stars
that.
we see aren't even really like fucking there anymore.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
ghosts.
exactly. Yeah.
It's just the light.
Yeah.
Fucking
So
crazy.
So I don't know, like, I see that stuff, and I believe this. So I like.
So you believe in both?
Yeah, and I don't think it's
Which,
like
it can't be mutually exclusive. Like each one, like you can't believe in one and not believe in the other.
Well, I don't think they like cross lines. I think there was a really long time in especially once what's his name? Guy who discovered heliocentricity.
Copernicus?
Yeah. So when he came along, there was like this big. The Catholic Church had come to a point where it was running society, and it was running the sciences, because the first universities were monasteries. It was the place where people went to go do deep studies. Like theology was one of the number one fields. So everything, all studies, all sciences, all arts, everything started with the church. The fundamentals of all this, the classics, everything. And so they were governing it, and what happened is there was like some like mistranslations, and we started to lose track of contextualizing. We still have a fucking problem with this today. It's like you got a lot of people who don't know how to put stuff into context, and like we sit here and we think like, so like you look at Genesis, right? And this is where like most of people who believe that the earth is 6,000 years old and man literally was made from dirt, like, get this stuff from. They look at this and there is historical stuff that goes on in chapters 12 through 40 something. I don't think it gets 40. It's like 39 or something in Genesis. In those chapters, there's historical stuff that goes on. And so you go, this is a historical book. But if you look at the transition, the difference, even in the writing style from the beginning of its poetry and short prose and all these different, like, it's a almost completely different book at the beginning of, from chapters 1 through 12. And also the beginning, the way Genesis works is that it is broken up by genealogies. And so there's a genealogy after Adam and Eve. There's a genealogy after Noah. There's a genealogy after the Tower of Babel, and then it goes into the historical events. So the stories are all like broken up, and I think if you look at it, Moses is utilizing stories from other ancient Near Eastern cultures to explain the beliefs of his nation at the time, because everybody was using these stories, like the flood narrative. It's all over. It's in the Epic of Gilgamesh. It's in Hindu religions. It's all over the place. But he's using these stories because everybody was using these stories to explain a political narrative, but he's using it to explain a theological narrative. He is using, and that's why when you're looking at the beginning, like the first 7 days, like this book is not a science book for these people. This book is pointing to the fact that however everything was created, like, obviously Moses didn't know all this stuff. He's an ancient Near Eastern man, and like, even if God had been like, well, you see what happens is there's a selective process in natural selection that happens over millions of years, like, Moses would have been like, I don't fucking get this shit. And so like, he would have been like, fuck this shit, I'm Muslim now, or something. I don't know. That hadn't even started yet, but he's like, fuck this, I'm gonna go worship Baal. Like, but you know, God gives him. And it wasn't even Moses. Moses was just the first one to write it down, because once they solidify themselves as a nation, they have scribes, and so they're able to put these oral stories into. And so, you know, you can't fucking have this long-ass story. You got this short story of how the world's created, and how the world is created paints a picture of who created it. And so for me, like, I don't care. I'm going to let the scientists figure out how it was created. I'm not going to do any research on that. I don't give a shit. I mean, it's cool. Like, I think it's cool, but I'm going to sit in the kitchen and, you know, do my job, and I'm going to let the scientists do their jobs, and I'm going to trust what they're saying at the time. Do I think they probably could be wrong? Yeah, because we believed everything revolved around the earth for a really long time, but then it changed up, and like, but that's not the Bible's job to communicate sciences. So I don't know. That's my spiel on that, is that like, there's a lot of, and dude, people like, I don't have any, I like, it's just like, it's some of the smartest, like, some of the people I like legit like look up to a lot, like, believe that. And it's just one of those things that it's just like, it's been a perception in America that these things are mutually exclusive.
Yeah, for sure.
And I don't know. And then, but like, so we love you, right? Like, we love you. So like, I'm not gonna fucking,
I just really like you. I don't think I'm ready to open my heart up to that level of commitment yet, Tej.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I love you, man.
But I mean, like, if you were sitting at a bar and you're like, maybe not in Charleston, but like, I don't know, you're sitting at a bar and you're like, I don't believe in evolution. It would be like pretty, like, I don't know. I can see situations where people are like, are you fucking kidding me?
Like, yeah, you go to like
I
Portland.
yeah,
you go to Portland. You get fucking
West Coast?
they lynch your ass.
Yeah, and it's just like,
ironically.
oh my gosh, yeah, I don't know. Like, it's just, it's weird. And maybe you shouldn't believe it just because you'll get bullied by people. That's really bad argument.
I feel like you bullied me right now.
Yeah, I'm not trying. I don't
I'm
know.
joking.
I just
Even
I
I
dealt
feel bullied too.
I dealt with this a super long
agree
time.
with them.
I agree with them. It's just
What were we like? What were we even talking about before?
The Big Bang
we
Theory, the
no,
TV
like,
show.
No, like before. What was that? What we were talking about?
No,
before
no,
we
it
figured
wasn't.
out that I didn't believe in evolution.
I don't fucking know.
I can't remember.
West. We were talking about Tombstone.
I'm talking about Tombstone. We definitely
How
transitioned
did-
from movie talk.
Yeah, because there's no way Tombstone led to evolution.
Because somebody said, like, oh, he doesn't believe in evolution, referencing somebody. But I can't remember.
I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, well, it'll be a
lost.
mystery.
No
What did
idea.
you write down?
Oh, yeah. So if you guys have not seen it, you got to check out Blue Planet, because this goes back to what TJ said about we've only discovered fucking 1% of the ocean or whatever. Dude, the shit that you see on this documentary absolutely.
When you get to the deep
Yeah,
waters,
like we fucking that's what I'm talking about. I've only seen episode 2 of Blue Planet 1 and Blue Planet 2 because those are the deep, dark depths of the ocean. Fucking holy shit!
Dude,
Did they
you've
go
never,
to?
like you've never seen Blue Planet before?
No, I mean I've seen it in passing or whatever, but I've seen like
raised on
these
that
2
shit.
episodes like
Smoke
fucking.
weed and watch that every day.
Oh my god! Like I couldn't stop. I was watching it with my mom, and I could not stop just saying like, "Holy fuck! Why are we
William?
What? No, I was like, why are we so fixated on exploring the heavens? We have all these movies about exploring outer space and finding aliens up there when we literally have fucking out of this world shit underneath our fucking feet, dude. Like there was shit.
How do we only have discovered 1%?
Because it's so deep that the pressure you had to get these certain subs to go down, and it's pitch black, like no light penetrates there.
So, you
So
don't
think
see,
about
like half the shit.
think about how
What?
much shit you can discover with a tiny ass sub that only goes down ever so often, and think about the vast enormity of the ocean. You know, how many times people have gone down and truly discovered something. You know,
Very
it's
little
No, you
amount.
just
like
send
there's
I
a
some-
personally though would I don't know, like I would rather go to space than go to the bottom of the ocean.
dude, fuck that. We're not gonna like. It's so hard to find aliens up there. Like they're galaxies away. They're thousands of light years away. Like.
So you believe like they exist? They're just really far away.
Yeah, I mean, and like if we
that's
do, it would have to be like even if we could travel at the speed of light, the closest fucking galaxy is 2,000 years away. Like that's gonna be so hard to find. We have fucking fish down there that are all transparent and shit, and have these rainbow colors flashing all around, and these fucking lures on the top of their head. Like they're insane things. I want to see more of that shit. Like we know those are down there.
Yeah, but what's the utility of that?
What do you mean? It's a fucking scientific discovery. That not every single scientific pursuit in history has ever had an explicit use, but we do it
Yeah,
for the sake of knowledge, which then leads to utility. But knowledge is a means, is an end in and of itself. It's not a means to an end.
I don't know. I just want to see something I can fucking. Like, I mean, if I want to meet something that can go toe to toe with my civilization. Obviously, all these fucking fish down at the bottom of the ocean can't go toe to toe with us because we already won this round. Like, we're on top. We're fucking killing this planet right now. We're going toe to toe with Mother Earth. Like, I want to meet another civilization that's destroying a planet so bad that they've got liberals yelling at them on TV. You know? Like,
Yeah, like we're battling the final boss, dude. Like
Yeah.
we're in the final round.
That
we're
bitch.
battling Mother Earth.
Yeah, fuck her.
I think we're gonna win.
Yeah, dude. I mean, we're killing her pretty fast. It's, it's
We're
almost at the
marketing her.
point where she can't come back. You know.
What do we
pretty
get for
sick.
winning, though?
We have to go to another planet. We gotta go to Mars.
We have to
Yeah.
explore the outer space.
I don't think we thought this battle through. Actually, now.
So
that
you
I'm
tell me
thinking
we have to
about it.
go to a completely desolate planet that's 2/3 the size of Earth?
Yeah, but then we could beat the
Well,
shit
like,
out of that one.
You know they found like a planet that's like super close to like the same as Earth. Like Kepler 452b.
Oh, I've heard of that one. Yeah.
I do like projects on that shit in college. But they it was like kind of what you're saying with the light years thing. It was gonna be like 4,000 years to get there.
Yeah.
Traveling at the speed of light.
Yeah, and like, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to say we shouldn't be exploring space. Like that shit is also fascinating. I just find it like weird that we have thousands of movies about aliens and shit where there's not like a good like alien movie. You know, like a classic sci-fi horror type of shit about the deep depths of the ocean. Like I feel like that's a movie waiting to be happen, man. Like, or books. I guess 10,000 Leagues Under the Sea is supposed to be. I never read it, but it's supposed to be like that, right?
I feel like all you're saying right now is fuck space, and it's kind of like pissing me off right now, Will.
Yo, team
You
Deep
only
Sea,
watch- you only
baby.
watch shark movies, don't you?
That's why he's talking
Dude,
about
I
this
love shark movies.
Sharknado movie.
Yeah.
Have you guys not like
Why don't you suck Poseidon's dick while you're at it?
Honestly, the shark movies are my favorite.
Aquaman?
Shark movies?
Oh yeah, dude. Have you seen?
How many are there?
All right, so you got all the Jaws.
So like
Sharknadoes.
that's one of them.
The
6
Megs
Sharknadoes.
There's
suck.
6 Jaws.
No, there's 6 Sharknadoes.
Oh.
6 Sharknadoes all suck.
Oh, yeah, but they're like brilliant in a way that they
There's
suck.
fucking
Anyway,
6
first
of
couple.
them.
3 Jaws movies, 4. 3.
I think
4?
there's at least 3.
At least 3 Jaws movies. You got the Meg was a new one, which that one sucked.
Yeah.
Deep Blue
really
Sea,
shitty.
Deep Blue Sea 2, which those are the ones where like sharks got genetically engineered and they were super smart or some shit.
Yeah. Piranha. The Piranha
Well, that's-
movies or whatever.
That's not a shark though.
Oh, I thought we were talking about like water movies.
It's like a
water
small
horror
shark, isn't
movies.
it?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I think it's just
I
a
say
solid
fuck,
thing.
fuck the sea. Only space animals. That's what
Hey,
I'm into.
Fuck water.
Hey, bring your squad, I'll bring my squad. What you got? Fucking planets and gas and shit, bitch? Oh, I got motherfucking transparent fish with rainbow heads.
Come into
Saying
our
there's
atmosphere,
an
Will.
alien out
Come into
there.
our atmosphere.
Yeah.
We'll freeze up, motherfucker.
Yeah. We got Elon Musk.
Oh,
Yeah. Smoking
SpaceX.
blunts, motherfucker.
Elon Musk invented a submarine too. It just didn't work to get those Thai boys out of the cave.
Yeah. Well, that's because the people who were going after him, you had to be a pedophile to do it. So
Right,
Elon was
right.
like, I'm not going to do that.
That
Did you
was
hear about
so
that?
bizarre, dude.
So, like, Elon Musk was like,
So
these
weird.
Thai kids are, like, trapped in this, like, cave underwater, but there's, like, an air pocket. So they're, like, they've only got a certain amount of time to get them out. And so these, like, Elon's like, I'll make a submarine because I'm a genius. And he makes the submarine.
Elon to the way is
Or
cape
he's
flowing
trying
in the
to,
wind.
yeah. And then like fucking these like what are they like Navy SEAL?
Yeah.
Guys.
It's like
Yeah,
some commando dudes, basically.
yeah, they go down there and they save him before Elon can do it. And then Elon goes on Twitter and he's like, "Yeah, I bet they wanted to get down there because in shorter terms, he said, you know." Because they're fucking pedophiles. They probably wanted to be
He's
with the
like-
kids. It was like, dude, like, shit.
Like out of nowhere, blatantly accused like the lead guy of being a pedophile. Out of nowhere, no evidence, nothing. He
Yeah.
wasn't a pedophile. Spoiler alert.
It's like right after he hit the blunt on the Joe Rogan show.
No,
Dude.
I wish though. Like, what if he was tweeting during Joe Rogan and shit that came out? Like, oh my god.
Yeah, he's had a rocky year, but still has maintained to keep those stock prices
Still
going
invest
well.
in Tesla.
Yeah, it's almost like the Tesla's company's stock prices drive themselves.
Oh,
You like that one? You like that
Not
one?
at all.
I'm gonna okay. I'll scratch that one out. I don't like that one. How do you follow it? You know, it's such a good joke.
Wow. We can't have any.
I've got
more.
more.
Jokes.
Do you want me to?
Hit me.
No.
Hit me.
Okay.
Hit me.
Nope.
Hit
Yeah.
me. I need it.
Okay. Did you hear about the group of women? There's a lot of women. Oh, well, they were originally men. They transitioned into women, and they all got together and opened up a dock in Charleston. They mostly handle transports.
We gotta get a fucking sound machine to do that. Like, that has sound effects.
Getting better.
Yeah, I'm getting better.
They are. I like that one a little bit.
Yeah.
Transplants. I get it.
Yeah.
Oh, cause plant. I get it.
Transports.
Oh.
Because it's a port.
I don't
They're
get it
doing
anymore.
God damn it, Will. Okay. I got,
You should have said. Have you heard about? Or you shouldn't have said. This is my
Yeah.
another version of the joke.
go ahead.
Have you heard about the transsexual horticulturists?
Yeah.
They
no.
they handle all the transplants.
It's good. It's still good. All right. I've got one more. So this past November, the president of gosh, what was the country called? I actually knew the country at one point. Fuck, it was like
Is it
some.
important to the joke?
It's not really, but it's actual. It's an actual fact. This past November, there was a president of, it was like a South American country. He actually seized the agricultural and the trade ministries of the country because they were having a cashew crisis. I mean, I don't know this guy, but he must not be that big of a fan of No Nut November. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
love
so
it. Love it.
if I knew the country, it would be better. I don't know.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably. That's a good joke. It's a good joke.
Oh, I see you have the print from.
Yeah, so
girl.
I just got it's Kennedy Bird on Instagram at Sorry We're Clothes. She sent me that print because I got a couple of her t-shirts. I'm probably going to be giving one away soon. Keep watching for the story on at Pina Personas on Instagram. So I'll probably be giving one of those shirts away. Yeah, she makes some cool clothes. She's got some cool prints of t-shirts. I don't have one on me right now. I was wearing one in the previous podcast. They've got a Year of the Pig one, a Mothman shirt.
Oh shit, a Mothman one.
Yeah,
Tell me
dude.
about that. I am super into
you-
Mothman.
are you actually, or
no,
are you, like,
legit,
helping-
like I'd like listened to several podcasts about Mothman, and I'm fascinated by that shit. It's cool.
Mothman.
All right, I know exactly which T-shirt I'm getting now. Oh boy.
That one.
No, it was actually it was the one Oss was wearing another time. It's just that
Okay.
T-shirt reminded me of how good
I
Oss
thought-
looked
I
in the
thought
other
so.
one. Yeah,
Year of the
seeing
Pig.
seeing
That's pretty awesome.
Austin's strong arms holding it up. Remember how good he looked in that other T-shirt from Sorry We're Clothes.
And then this right here.
Oh, that's pretty sweet.
Dope as shit.
And she's got more. She's making more designs. But yeah, definitely check her out. The t-shirts are $15. DM her at we're clothes, like clothing.
Does she
Sorry, we're clothes.
promote her stuff on Instagram? Because I feel like I've definitely seen that brand before you just brought it up.
Maybe it's because we're friends and I follow her.
Yeah,
But yeah, not too much. But yeah, $15 shirts, $10 tote bags, $5 prints. I got the print for free because I'm fucking snatching up this clothing like it's nothing. You can pick the color of the shirt and the color of the paint. She'll do whatever you want, and she mails it to you. And you get a cool little thank you card in it too. I've gotten 2 thank you cards. I've got one of them hanging on my fridge, but don't look at it because those sheets are gonna fall down.
These ones?
Yeah, goddamn.
Right here, these ones right here.
Yeah, right there.
Okay.
CJ, sidebar. When are you gonna do your hilarious joke we talked about earlier, where you take down the entirety of this whole backdrop here?
Is that how we're gonna get Austin to say that he's gonna fucking kill me at the end of the show?
You know, I think so. That's a good way to close it out, but it's got to be like extemporaneous enough to where he doesn't know it's coming.
Okay, well I was gonna tell him to give me a cue, so you give me a cue.
Oh, I think he's about to
Okay,
give you a
yeah,
flu
yeah,
shot
yeah,
first.
the cue is gonna be me shoving this pin deep into your thigh.
So right now?
Yeah, I haven't done it yet.
Okay.
Just wait until I.
So, Oz, how's sober life going? How's quitting the nicotine? How's that shit been treating you?
I feel like I'm almost gone. I feel like I'm still at throwing little temper tantrums, but they're happening inside my head now. So I've got them. I've got them inside my head now. Like as of today, like I've got them inside my head. Like I almost had one, but I put it inside my head. Yeah. So I'm almost there. I feel like once I get past Friday, I'll almost. But you still feel it. Like you still feel like the want. Like, do you not feel that with like weed?
Oh no, big time. I mean,
Okay.
it's weird because I feel it more with like I've definitely.
God damn
Fuck
it,
you,
TJ.
TJ.
TJ comes through with like everything we can't have. He's also just got mushrooms. He's just nibbling. Gosh, damn.
Chopping up coke over here. And like, oh well, I know you love coke on special occasions.
Well, we
Oh,
didn't
big
say
ol'
we
Ron.
couldn't have coke.
Yeah,
we
y'all
just
never
said
said that.
alcohol, THC.
Oh, I remember you doing parentheses drugs.
Oh,
So
shit.
but then we still drink caffeine, so the waters
Yeah.
are muddied. Anyway,
Yeah.
it's fine. If you're saying we can do coke, I'm about to go out and buy some coke. So it's fine.
It's gonna be fun. I don't know how, like, if I think it's hard enough not smoking cigarettes right now, I don't know how in any feasible universe, I'm gonna not smoke a cigarette when I'm on coke.
Right.
But
Well,
yeah, sure.
That leads into my point. Is what I'm saying is I've taken several tolerance breaks from weed over the past year,
Yeah.
which haven't been as long as a month. They've never been longer than like a week and a half, really. And I've taken shorter breaks from booze, like just take, a little week, maybe drink too much one time, kind of. But this is the first time I'm doing both at the same time, which I think is a little bit easier. It's almost like as long as you stay in that kind of mind frame, and those two things definitely for me at least, like when I have one, I want the other. So they're synergistic in that respect. So I think like this has been one of the easiest sort of tolerance breaks in a way, because I don't have it, so I don't kind of get that urge, but I still get the urge, especially to like drink. Like right now, I want to fucking crush one of those beers. Like, definitely. And especially like,
I drank too many of them.
Halfway there.
I mean, fuck. After 4 beers, you stop believing in evolution. I can't imagine what happens after 6.
Wait and see.
But yeah, I don't know. It's still there, but definitely now that I'm done with this week, I feel like it's smooth sailing from here. Okay. Like I think more so than 3 days in, I realize like how it's a concrete idea in my mind that we're gonna be able to get through this.
Yeah,
it's
should we up the ante?
Oh shit!
Fuck, what you got? What you
I
got?
don't know.
Me?
I'm just saying, like, if it's easy. Are we even doing anything?
Well, no, the workout fucking today was right. I mean, it's not easy.
Yeah.
It's still very difficult, but
I say we have to do it all with one hand behind our back.
Oh shit.
Oh, working and shit.
Just pushing out pizzas and stuff. You're picking up a knife, just
Nate, we're all about the challenge.
Trying to not smoke cigarettes with one hand behind your back.
Yeah.
Shit.
Dude, Nate was even like at work, like I was telling him, like I was talking to him, and like I was like, it was like the second day, and I came in for a morning shift, and he was talking about the night shift, and I was like going off about something, and he was like, I get that you guys are doing this challenge and everything, but like, I mean, maybe you guys can have like one thing, like maybe. I was like, no, we're gonna finish this.
Right,
like,
yeah, you guys are kind of being dicks. Can you guys get some sort of release, please?
I was like, that's from the mask. Never mind.
I thought you said you weren't masturbating. Are we not doing also no nut Feb March?
Dude, we should do that.
No, I'm not doing that.
Are we doing that?
I'm never going to be a no fapper.
Really?
I don't find any benefits from that. I don't want to do it. I just think it's silly.
I don't know.
That's how fucking Proud Boys started.
What's Proud Boys?
It's like this alt-right group that I listen to this awesome podcast about it. I'll send you guys. It's for This American Life. But it started, ironically enough, it was started by a black guy to start out. And it was based primarily, the thing that they all united on was not masturbating to increase their whatever, drive, masculinity. Like, I don't know. I think he did it as like, I spent all my time masturbating rather than doing activities. Like, I get some people are addicted to masturbating and need to have that sort of. I don't think that's a problem for me. Yeah,
well, not right now. Yeah.
Right. But I don't think that's personally a problem for me, but I get it. I'm not trying to diminish anybody's issues or whatever. But that was the thing that they primarily bonded over, but then it slowly kind of devolved into a very right-wing sort of alt-right kind of thing, and they started posting all these kind of racist memes. So the dude who started it disavowed it and moved away from it, said it wasn't
masturbating again.
But
he used racism to start masturbating again. I get it. He's a pussy. That's what he is.
No, but yeah,
quitter.
like, so it's weird. But there's still, like, that's still the thing. Like, even though they are primarily an alt-right kind of organization, the primary thing that unites them, not jerking off.
Yeah. Maybe that's what makes him so frustrated towards all these things. They don't have a goddamn stress reliever. Somebody should throw those guys a pack of cigarettes at least. Like,
it's weird. It's almost like not masturbating gives them this weird impotent rage that behind all of these things. I don't know. I wonder if there's connections. It's weird.
Yeah.
That's a theory.
Dude, and I've never even thought about that, but you think about the people who push that away. So that's crazy alt-right group. And then pretty hardcore Christians are the ones that push it away. And then they're the ones that are going out. I wonder if the ISIS, they don't masturbate.
Well, they definitely fuck prostitutes.
They do?
Well, Yeah, because they're like a fucking extremist group. You know, like
Is that what extremist groups do? They fuck prostitutes?
they just don't. They're hypocrites, is what I'm trying to say. They come up with their own special rules and shit. And since they're jihadis, then they can fuck prostitutes because that's cool. Because they're special. It's like having any fucking, far right extremist group. Like,
are the prostitutes good out in the desert?
I don't know, man. I'm not fucking these prostitutes. How would I know?
Where would you find a prostitute out in the fucking desert? Like, I don't think they're fucking prostitutes.
Cactuses.
Yeah.
They live inside cactuses. That's your answer.
They live inside. Is that
Or
why
cacti.
they're like, look at me?
Yeah, come on now.
Ignorant
Cacti.
as fuck.
Cactuses?
Meese.
Meese?
Meese. Smooses.
Oh. Really?
Yeah, it's meese.
Are you serious?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, because it's like
Meeses.
geese. Yeah, that would make
What's
sense.
what is it for crows? It's a murder of crows?
Yeah.
Murder of crows?
Most badass
Fuck.
A
fucking.
group of them? Yeah, murder of crows.
Well, then what do you say when they all die? Like, when somebody vindictively killed a group of crows, you say, this murderer murdered a murder of crows.
This guy
Just-
killed a murder of crows.
Gosh, that's crazy.
Guy or girl.
Yeah, I mean,
Guy, gal.
girls can kill too,
Girls-
TJ. Just because you don't believe in
Yeah.
evolution doesn't mean you can't
Sorry.
believe in feminism.
And this is a message to all those women out there who want to get into the murder game, but feel as a woman that they can't do it. You can do anything. This is the 21st century. You're an empowered woman. You go out there and you reach your fucking dreams. You do whatever you
If you want to kill someone,
whatever
kill
you
someone.
believe.
Yeah.
You know, because you can do it just as well as men do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys
We
have been
need to-
allowed to do it for years. So
Yeah. You can be the president, a porn star, murderer, whatever you want.
Whatever.
all three.
Yeah, all three of those things. Hillary Clinton. You know?
Ba-dum.
Was she a porn star? I feel like I've seen videos.
I've seen clips.
They're crude, but yeah.
She was like, I got a few actually bookmarked here.
Maybe no bill.
Research.
Dude, did you know you made money off Pornhub? Like the same way you do with YouTube, like ads and views and stuff? I didn't know that.
How do you think it worked? People are just doing it for fun.
Well, I thought like the company's just like, I don't know. I thought like Pornhub was like buying like companies. I didn't know we were gonna like they were buying their videos, and then those were like the premium ones, and that's where they made their money, was like off of the premium ones, and then everything else out there was just like content people were just putting out there. It was just like a fun hobby. It's like me and my boyfriend, we have sex. Here's your fucking video of it. Like,
I'm sure there's plenty of that.
Oh,
Like you
yeah.
said with YouTube, like I'm sure some people are just in it for the fun of it. You know?
Yeah. Because the thing
For
is they're
fucking.
not, if it's the same setup as YouTube, they're making the same amount of money. So, like, you're not, like, when you're first starting out, you got to do it for the love of the game, you know? And maybe you
True.
won't make it. You put out some
Uh-huh.
20 videos of your boyfriend just fucking slamming into that,
Yeah.
you know? I think the difference is showing your face, honestly.
Would you show your face?
Yeah, that's like a point of no return.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm a dude. I don't have to do that. That's the girl who has
But
to do
would
that.
you?
Would I?
Yeah, would
As
you?
a female?
No, as
Like
a
in
man,
gay porn.
right now, if you
Like
and
in
TJ
gay
were
porn?
having
Gay
sex, if we transferred, if this whole podcasting doesn't work out and we decide to do some pineapple porn,
Yeah.
porncast,
I'd rather not.
shut up, TJ.
I was
You already
thinking
signed the
about
contract.
it. I was thinking about it today, though. Like, I mean, just switching over and doing like pineapple porn instead,
Really?
or doing it like as like another like as under the like umbrella of like Pineapple Entertainment. Like,
So just multiple channels.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, just like two venues.
One's where it'd be like the porn, and then one where we talk about the porn.
like
the
talk
Joe Rogan Experience.
Oh shit!
or like the Talking Dead.
Or the Talking Dead. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the Walking Hard and then the Talking Hard. Dude, we should do that. TJ, that's your podcast. You watch a porn movie and you review the porn flick. Or you break down a style of...
I could do that maybe.
Yeah. I like that.
That seems like a good.
It's good. Yeah.
What are the 4 categories you're gonna have for your porno?
Oh.
Yeah.
Butake
Throw that on me
films,
on the spot.
hentai films.
Oh, yeah, you got to
I'm
do
not big
hentai.
into this though.
Hentai?
Hentai?
I mean, I'll watch them for the sake of the podcast, but
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
It's like, McCullen, no, this is for the sake of the podcast.
this is work, not.
I need you to
not
stop.
play, not play.
Going on vacation with the fam. Got to do a little bit of work in the office, the annex of this hotel we're staying in. Nobody bother me.
It's like a glass door. You can just see them, and they're like, ha, ha.
Researching, don't come in.
Dude, yeah. 4 categories. Yeah, it'd probably be hentai, vintage,
Amateur.
and then porn star, like professional.
The classic.
Yeah. Well, would vintage be classics or?
Oh, that's a good question.
Do they have to be a movie, or are they, what if it's just like well, I guess amateur would be like the 30-second like blurbs,
Yeah.
where it's just like fucking this girl I met on Tinder, and it's just
Yeah.
like he posted this on.
Blurry,
And then
shaky.
she found out 30
fucking.
seconds later and made him turn his phone off.
He's like,
And
what the
that's
fuck are you
yeah.
doing?
Yeah.
He's like, ah.
What? This isn't cool.
I'm not sure.
Oh shit!
Can I show you?
Is it cool if I film here?
There's a whole separate category where amateur videos end and the girl just punching the guy in the fucking face.
God.
I wonder if you could find those. Dude, I used the same strategy on one of my podcasts that I do with YouTube to find like the videos with like no views, and I did it on Pornhub on one of the podcasts, and you find some weird stuff. Like,
You said you just do the recent scan?
yeah, so you do like the most recent upload date, and so it shows everything that's being uploaded like at that moment, and like, and I mean, it's like some of it's like pretty standard stuff, some of it's like re-uploads of like larger videos but for free, like in like a worse quality or whatever. But dude, like we found this one video, and it was and I say we because it was a bunch of guys. We're all just watching Pornhub together.
Naturally,
as
we do.
Yeah, it's
As men do.
Cool thing.
Group activity.
But the video was literally, it was in a school classroom, like a real school classroom, and this guy has his hands under his desk, and he's just going like this. The whole video, it's like a 2-minute video of him just going like this with his hands.
Wait, into his own hands?
Yeah, like exactly what I'm doing, but it was under the desk, and he's like, yeah, and they filmed it, and it's on Pornhub.
I think one time, okay, so the other day I went, I think I got on a similar page. It's just like recent videos being uploaded or whatever. It's like a live feed, and it's all this weird shit. And the reason why I did that is because I caught a thumbnail, which I was utterly flabbergasted by, which is, it seems as if it's a specific fetish, like it had like a term or whatever. It was called, like belly bike pump inflation thing.
What?
So this woman was fully like clothed and shit. I don't understand. I didn't watch the video. I just saw like, you know how you can like preview it, by like going over it and it shows you like clips of it or whatever.
Yeah.
And it appeared to be this woman who had was blowing up a bike pump, and her belly was correspondingly getting larger.
Oh my gosh.
But it didn't seem to get anywhere that was like traditionally what you would consider pornographic. And I'm like, God, how do you discover that fetish? How do you figure out you're into that shit?
How do you figure out you can fucking do that?
Well, I don't know if it was real even.
Well, I mean, like, the stomach expands when you have a baby. Go ahead.
Can I interrupt for a quick question, unrelated? So this may be against podcast rules, but can I take a podcast bathroom break?
Yeah, dude, yeah.
Dude,
No, you have to
Yeah.
pee your pants.
Yeah.
I'll be back, guys.
Usually we do ads during it, but we can just keep going on this.
But like, now, oh shit! Let's look up the video. Let's figure this out. We gotta figure it out.
Cool. It's not
Maybe
not
that
really
video,
a
but
pine-
like at least let's Google like bike pump like in belly inflation porn, maybe like fetish. I just wanted somebody to explain that to me, like, because her belly did seem to get significantly larger. Like, you can't stick a bike pump in there, can you? Like, really, and pump air in there? I
I don't know, cause I'm not as familiar with the female vagina, as most men. I just haven't done a lot of research.
But it didn't seem like she was sticking it up her vagina. She had pants on.
I don't know. So, what am I typing in here?
Let's look up like bike pump. Bike pump. let's just say, oh, see, bike pump belly inflation. See, it's the thing. It's suggested results. This is, I'm not being fucking crazy.
I can't show this on the.
Yes.
Oh, she's fully clothed.
These 11.7 thousand views.
All right, let's pop this up. I can show this as long as there's not an ad on it.
Have you ever thought about sheep in your bathroom?
Yeah,
Because
that's
it's a spacious bathroom.
Did you jerk off in there while you were gone?
No.
Oh, dang it! I was about to say it's good. I use it a lot.
It's good. How would you rate it on Bathroom Hub?
A scale of 1 to jerk.
Yeah.
I'd give it a good. Oh my gosh.
Dude, I'm telling you.
I think it is broken.
I lost my. I can't fucking show this on here. I'm not gonna put it up.
Wait, so this is the pump thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
See what I'm saying? Like.
So, I mean, I guess the cord could be going up in between her legs because she's standing. So for anybody, I'm not putting this video up here. So just to describe to everybody, this is what appears a ginger woman, standing. Her head is not showing. She's fully clothed, even though those shorts are a little too short for high school regulation. Oh, dude, she's clenching her butt while this is happening. So I'm thinking she is pumping air into either her vaginal canal or her anal canal.
It would make more sense with the anus, right? Because with the digestive tract, that would have a more direct route to the stomach.
Gosh. Dude, we're going to have to try this on the podcast to figure out
But
if
it
this is
doesn't
real.
seem like there's a hose up her ass or anything.
I mean, yeah, she keeps turning, and I'm not seeing the cord actually go up there.
Like, this is on Pornhub.
Oh, my gosh, dude. How big does it get?
Yeah, we may need to skip ahead. I don't think I want to watch 6 whole minutes of this.
Dude, it gets
God.
pretty fucking
like-
big, dude. Holy shit, you're at the end.
Is she just like gassy as
Dude,
fuck?
fuck, look how big her stomach is. She looks like a pregnant woman.
Dude, and she has like stretch marks. Like,
Oh my god,
it's
dude.
not like this is her. Oh, dude. No, yes, it's not her just sticking her belly out. Like, this can't.
Oh my god, dude. I bet she farts like hell.
That's
after
yeah.
this.
That's what I was saying. Like, is she just crazy gassy after this?
Yeah, dude. I bet those farts are insane. Dude, why is she rubbing it like there's a child in there, dog? Like, there ain't no child. Maybe the child of a wind god. His baby heir. His heir to his throne.
Ooh,
Fist
good
me on
one.
that, dude. Fist me on. Fist me.
All right, Ben, come here. Bend over.
Yeah. Dude, fist me while we're watching Pornhub. Dude, that's a solid vid, dude. Some good shit.
Fucking weird, yo.
Dude, and it's like a category. Like,
Right?
people...
Is that
belly inflation.
97,000 views, dude. 295,000. Like, this isn't a small niche thing. This is... Only click on me because I'm absolutely horrified. Yeah.
Vacuum Lover 12.
Sure.
Guys, it seems like everybody's just clicking on this because they are very interested in what the fuck is going on. Doesn't seem like anybody's like, yeah, I love this shit. I'm watching it all the time.
What are you talking about? Go to the 5th comment.
Where?
I love this.
Yeah, I get.
But
yeah.
like, they wouldn't be producing this many videos because once you've seen one, like, I get the gist. I'm not gonna go and see a whole bunch of these. You know what I mean?
Seems like all these videos. Damn, that one's actually like you can see her putting the pump up there. Damn, so it seems like these girls actually doing this shit. I don't get it though. Like, what's? I don't know. I guess it's the same thing with like feet. Like, I don't really get like feet. You know what I'm saying? Like why?
Yeah.
Like
I
why
don't understand
people?
how people have that.
Yeah, like it doesn't really make sense to me. Like, what's erotic about a foot?
You know, I think that way too. But then I think like, what's erotic about anything? You know, like all of our personal tastes don't really. It's not like you can logically.
But do you have a personal taste that's not grounded in like I know TJ, you don't subscribe to this, but evolutionary basis. See, the thing is
Well,
I
yeah,
gave you a serious conversation and said other people in the world will rip on you for this, and now I'm gonna forever rip on you for this.
Blowjobs.
Yeah, blowjobs.
Why? That has no evolutionary.
Shit, dang. You threw
Like
that out
doing
there
it
really
doggy
fast.
style versus missionary. If it was purely an evolutionary thing, if you got off on evolutionary reproducing, or you know what I mean, why would you switch positions if you can do it one way and that's the apex? That's that variation. It's different. Everybody has different tastes, different porn tastes and whatnot. None of that makes sense. You could have sex with any color of woman, but some people prefer different races. Yeah, Asians.
Small Asians, yeah.
Tiny Asians, see?
I don't know who that is, but I'm just saying like a lot
Whereas,
of people
like-
like that. There's got a lot of good videos.
Like me personally, that doesn't make any sense to me, right?
Yeah.
Like that,
It's because they're small.
doing it in the ass. TJ, you can attest to this.
Yeah.
No, please elaborate. I'm inviting you too.
Yeah, and then Legree with choking.
Yeah.
He loves getting choked.
He loves getting choked.
Dude,
Ooh, boy.
he set himself up to get batted out of the park when Megan posted that picture. Like, homeboy, like.
You ended up. Yeah, you said it on
Yeah.
Snapchat. Yeah.
Did you hear about this?
I saw it on the
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
snap.
yeah, dude. Legree, I'm coming after you, dog. Like, fucking fight me, you chicken leg little bitch. Like,
I miss that motherfucker.
Is he a viewer of the podcast?
I don't fucking know.
He was on one of
He
the
will
first
be now.
episodes.
Yeah, he was on one of the
Yeah, I
audio
watched-
episodes.
I watched a good bit of that one.
Just an image, but yeah.
I listened.
No, he
to
stayed there and watched the
whole
entire.
thing, I was
TJ
like, hey,
didn't have audio. He's just like,
They're standing really still. This is very strange.
dude, I should have just taken a picture and put a picture of us so that like the mouths, like you could kind of like move them yourself, maybe like in your mind, like imagine our mouths moving instead of like we just put the mics in front and just kind of like pose, and it just looks like we're talking to each other but not moving, you know?
And then in all future videos, we also just stand still so nobody can even tell.
Yeah, to like justify our first videos, that would be solid. Damn, why didn't we do that?
Fuck. All right, let's restart the podcast. My mic's not even on, so it doesn't even fucking matter.
Shit, your mic isn't on. Fuck.
I'm going home.
And TJ's mic isn't on.
Oh shit.
Damn. Actually, I think this is just my narcissism coming out. Like, I just really am creating this YouTube channel just to hear myself talk.
Anytime we fucking start talking, Austin, just like you see him over there, just like clicking a few buttons, turn our shit off. Like, yeah, interesting. I'm gonna cut all this shit out, you dumbass fucking hooker.
Looks like retard's talking again. I'm like hiding my mouth behind the mic so I can like talk while y'all are talking. Oh, I bet that's so fucking funny. Winks to the audience.
Yeah.
Anyway, so.
We go into all the videos
Chill
and
here for a couple hours.
Yeah. You guys are good. I'm gonna go to sleep actually.
Okay. Yeah. You trying to chill for a couple hours?
yeah, man, let's do it.
Cool.
Do the
Drink
sports
some more,
podcast.
Drink some more
Heineken.
Heineken, yeah.
Yeah, drink some more 0.0s, baby. Although that is super misleading.
Yeah,
Right.
because I seriously thought it was. It says alcohol free.
Alcohol free 0.0.
I'm sure that's a legal term,
Well,
you
like,
know?
I mean, can you look it up?
Yeah, I looked it up already, but I'm looking it up
and
again
and
right
it
now.
said like everything, like the minimum was like 0.05. Because like you'd think they would have something on the bottle.
It says without alcohol, like on the back. It says it's a premium taste without alcohol. It's made with a special yeast. I don't know. Alcohol-free malt beverage. Like, it says it multiple times. It's kind of misleading. I'm going to fucking sue the shit out of him and be like, I fucking forfeited a challenge. I put a challenge between a friend with no consequences on the line.
This one has alcohol in it.
The Bud Light?
Does it?
Yeah.
How much does
Bud
it
Light
have?
has alcohol?
4.2.
It has 4 alcohols in it?
Yeah, does that mean 4 hops?
Oh, no.
Yeah, 4
No,
hops.
no, I was wrong. It really has 0% alcohol.
Oh shit.
Fuck yeah. I'm still in the challenge.
Oh, wait, no. Wait, shit. No, I was right. No.
As
Yeah,
soon as you said
okay.
I'm
So,
still in
no,
the challenge.
yeah, sorry. Look at this first one. It says alcohol-free, and then in parentheses, 0.05. It's the least alcohol of any near beer. Because apparently I was reading, it's like one of the write-ups for it was like, creating a beer and then removing the alcohol would have been easy, but this is a truly non-alcoholic beer that we brewed, blah, blah, blah. I don't know.
How do
That's
you
I did my
remove
research.
the alcohol after you make it?
I guess that's how they make like other near beers is like
You
I
just
don't
got
know.
one guy like just.
Well, like you can remove
Filtering
heat
just
from
the alcohol. Yeah.
you can do that with like heat. You can remove alcohol. I'm not saying that's how they do it, but like there are ways to remove
yeah,
alcohol.
that's how we do
you
it.
know?
Like that's how you make like an extract, like a vanilla extract. Is you, yeah, huh?
Which, you know what's interesting about that? I might have mentioned this on a previous podcast, but that it's not as instantaneous as people think. Like it takes a longer amount of time. Like it's a gradient sort of thing. So it's like after 10 minutes, 20% of the alcohol's out, 20 minutes, you know, like at a certain temperature and shit. But it's not like, oh, we put the vodka sauce on the stove for 20 minutes and 100% of the alcohol is gone.
Yeah.
It's like probably 50%. I don't know. I'm just pulling numbers out of my ass, but it's a lot more graduated than people think. Like when you make a red wine reduction or whatever, you're only cooking it for 10 minutes or so or whatever. It's still going to have alcohol in it. So a lot of
But
people
it's
don't
like
know.
it's like it opens it up to release it. The heat does that.
Uh-huh.
Like instead of like actually during the steaming process, it's actually releasing it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It like burns it.
Huh. Well, everything I cook ends up burnt, but
Extra
try.
well done.
I get to make it very crispy. It's
Very
crispy,
nice.
very nice.
Very nice.
Gosh, Pineapple Podcast. Shit, we're at 2 hours.
Shit.
Fuck.
It's a good podcast, dude.
Surprised I made it this far, dude.
Yeah.
I've been up since
I
early,
I got
boy.
an hour to drive home now.
Fuck.
dude.
What time is it?
1
1 a.m.
1:10.
Shit.
Way past my bedtime.
I did
Don't tell
not
my
know
mom.
it was this late. Fuck. Shit.
Well, what time?
Do you have to
we
be up
started,
early?
Like right at 11.
I mean, I wanted to wake up early. No, it's not gonna happen. Dang. Shit. I'm probably gonna have to masturbate. Gosh darn it.
Well, you guys want to wrap it up then? Or is that what we're feeling
Yeah,
here? or-
probably.
Okay.
Probably it's a good time. So thank you again, TJ. I guess you'll be back next week with a porn, sports, and what else was it?
Oh, mix them.
Porn,
Yeah.
sports, and anti-evolution podcast.
Yeah.
Was it that?
No, I think it was something else.
There
It
was
Porn,
another
Sports,
one.
and Major.
Video games.
Video
yeah.
MLG, yes.
Yeah, so you're going to be doing
Which was
Major
really
League.
sports, but
Yeah.
it's fine. We can delineate.
Yeah. So
Probably
yeah.
Mix all those together.
Yeah. So you'll be back with that next week. I'm excited for the content. Excited for the cool name. I'll be going ahead and investing a lot of money in a domain name once
Just
you.
gonna be called Pornhub 2.0.
Okay, so cool.
The podcast.
I'll go ahead and pay thousands of dollars to get the domain name from Pornhub. That's
Appreciate
good.
it.
Will Miller, your podcast will most likely be posted before this. It'll probably
Cool.
already be out because I'm
Fuck yeah.
staying on a steady like one a day with these podcasts, and I think this one's gonna end up on Monday. I might be wrong. I might have lost count at this point, but probably it might air on the same day. I don't
Cool.
know. I'll figure something out. But yours will be probably posted the same day it's recorded because it's kind of its own. It's got its own little vibe to it. So yeah. If it's not Sunday. Then look out for the next Will's
Subtitled podcast.
Yeah, subtitled podcast. If it's past Sunday, which this is a conundrum because aren't we always past but coming to Sunday? So regardless of what time it is, look
is
out
time?
for a future subtitled podcast. There may already be one, there may not,
Hell
but
yeah.
look out for it.
Either
And
way, look it up.
yeah, so that's gonna be really cool. But yeah, thank y'all for coming on.
Thank you. Oz.
Thank
Thanks
you to
for having
everybody
us.
who listened. And
Thanks for showing us all that porn.
yeah, dude.
For real.
Dude, I love ending a
You
podcast
watching
with some
the,
porn.
watch the stomach pump one? Like,
Yeah.
some more into
I'm
that?
gonna do a
That's
little
what
more
I was kinda
research.
thinking, yeah.
We come back. Hey, I forgot my keys walking in.
Yeah.
Furiously beating his
Pump
dick
it,
to the
pump
yeah.
it.
Oh, pump me.
Dude, I could find a pump. You think I could find a bike pump this late at night?
Wally World's 24/7, baby.
Shit, I could
Where-
probably do it there
Where are
too.
you gonna insert it?
What?
Where are you gonna insert the bike pump?
I have an asshole too, TJ.
Pee hole.
Okay.
Yeah.
Albert Fish that shit. Put it up your pee hole. I gotta tell y'all about a serial killer.
I actually know who you're talking about.
Dude,
yeah.
he's a fucking freak.
Yeah.
Oh Lord. Anyway.
But yeah, so that's Pineapple Podcast. Thank you all very much for listening.